I don't know.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Squid Junction 84. I'm Sig Dakari. Joining me is Lila, and we got our first set here and ready for y'all today. Critical Wave versus I Feel So Squelcha. Lila, how you feeling about this set? Just to warm us up for Squid Junction today.
Ye- I honestly feel very excited just because these two teams are very closely seated. And I think you had mentioned that you scrimmed against Critical Wave recently, is that right?
Yeah, I substituted for them earlier today just for a warm up for Squid Junction. They're playing pretty solid. A couple of one tricks here that play some off meta weapons, but they're very, very solid on them. Pick Pickles being an S class player, Brush Mommy being absolutely a brush player, and Pioneer and Butters also have been teammates and playing together for quite a while, as far as I've known, back to the past Ludi season.
Yeah, that's very exciting. Looks like they will be going up against I Feel So Squelcha, which appears to be a pickup of around 5 folks.
Yeah, I've seen a few of the names before. Like Hitarusu, I've seen just in and around the Splatoon community playing some random odds and ends weapons, particularly like Blob, Dually Squelchers as well, even. And I think I've seen Squirt around before too. Trying to remember. I believe so.
Yeah, looks like I'm seeing some badges here. So we do have some folks that have won All for One, as well as Anarchy Russian here, and just a wide variety of different competitions that they've played in. So I can see a lot of history between both of the teams here, even though one of them is a pickup. It looks like there is quite a bit of experience. So looks like it will be an even playing field.
Yeah, you can never count on a pickup. Splatoon is one of those games where you can just do a lot with a pickup. We've seen pickups win some of the biggest tourneys that we've had as well. So Critical Wave have to be on their toes for this one.
Absolutely. It looks like our first map will be Splat Zones on Umami Ruins, which of course is a classic in my personal opinion.
Oh yeah, very, very commonly played stage. Very fun too. I've definitely had more fun on it recently than back when it was just like triple Zuka all the time.
Oh, yeah. Or even the crab meta.
Oh
I
no! Don't remind me.
I was gonna say though that like the longer I've been playing Splatoon, the more it's showed up and the more I've liked it. It's kind of funny because it used to be this new map that everyone felt a little bit iffy about just because of that Finn in mid, but now I'd say it's probably one of the it's not the most beloved, but it's pretty well known and pretty well appreciated, I'd say.
Yeah, and I also enjoy how games can be really like high scoring on it. Like you can get a couple of pushes and already be down. Like you could hold the zone for a little bit. You're already down to the first 20-point margin, and it's honestly really fun. I enjoy the holds on this map, and the retakes can be a little bit tough, but those can be like a fun puzzle to solve too.
Absolutely. It looks like so the second map is going to be TC Mako, but I won't dive too far in there yet because we still have to watch the first game. From what I have seen, it looks like there may be a Charger player on Critical Wave. No, I'm incorrect. On I Feel So Squelcha. So I'm not exactly sure what Critical Wave runs, but I am excited to see. It looks like they may be backless, if I'm reading their profiles correctly.
Butters does play a ton of pencil, so I think they're going
Ooh.
to be running more of that three front line and then a pencil. So could be switching that out as well. Butters is a pretty solid player, very flexible and everything. I think I feel so Squelcha might go like no back. The most backline thing you have is a Rapid Blaster Pro Deco. Maybe there's the S Blast, and they're just
Ooh.
going full backless with just a head it on the side of Squelcha.
Absolutely. I'm a huge fan of Head It personally just because it can really apply a lot of pressure to mid and still keep up. Um, I know that it supposedly has one of the longest charging times out of all Splatlings, but it's kind of hard to see that.
Yeah, that it does, and it leads to a lot of uptime for the weapon, able to hold on to his owner a lot of space for quite a while. But we already see here Brush Mommy already moving forwards, having to jump out after popping that hammer, allowing Critical Wave to get the first cap of the zone. The 52 gal also goes down here while the other waves of Squelcha are moving towards that right side of the zone. The strikes are also coming through to get people off of top mid, and Piner's left alone here against two. Gonna have to jump over to Crime Man or Butters here on this right-hand side to try and find a new fight in the bubble with the rest of the team.
Like the shot manages to take out two members here, and even I believe they grabbed a third. They should be able to cap here, although there is that's a Sharking Gal. Okay, they managed to grab one before they also go down. Looks like we're seeing Pick here on the right side of the map with an S blast, which I feel like we've been seeing more often lately, especially in zones.
Yeah, not quite this one. The 92, I don't feel like we've seen a lot, but it's very, very good, especially on zones like you just said. The Reef Slider and Sprinkler can do a lot here, but as Piner dives in looking for multiple picks, it's a 2-on-3 on the side of Critical Wave, and Brush Mommy goes down as well. It's just Butters left on that pencil and allowing Squelcha to take control of this zone. They neutralize the first one. Sistine tries to move forwards, but Piner's there with waiting arms just ready to shut them down, and it's only this 52-gallon splash left, but they find the full wipeout onto Critical Wave and move forwards here to get their first points on the board.
Although they do currently have control, they still are on the back foot. There's about 30 more points that they have to push through. Although they did also happen to force looks like they happen to force around like a 50-point penalty there. So that still is in their favor.
Yeah, and Squirt finding a big shutdown onto the hammer as well as finding the pick onto Piner on that shot is going to mean a lot, allowing Squelcha to just hold control of this zone. It's just Pick Pickles in the back of the top mid, and Brush Mommy's going to jump over, but not quite going to be able to find any picks. Going to have to use that Brush's mobility to just stay alive, stay back here. Squelcha do have the lead now by 20 points, but they're going to need to hold on for this last 20, and in the face of a hammer that can do so much with like finding a pick and also getting a zone neutralization, that's pretty tough. Brush Mommy not quite able to find a second pick, but the Zuka comes through and gets a full wipeout on the side of I Feel So Squelcha, and Critical Wave are back. They're not done with this first game just yet.
Yeah, honestly, watching as that Ink Brush pushed through, Brush Mommy really created a lot of damage with that hammer. Normally you wouldn't see folks piled all that up while there's a hammer in play. Oh wow, looks like we are seeing another down by Pick in the corner here.
Oh, Pick dropping to the bomb there. That's a bit unlucky. However, two members of I Feel So Squelcha are down, and it looks like Paraluna is going to trade with Piner on that bottom right of the map here, while Pickles is already set back up in this top left side. Another two players go down on the side of I Feel So Squelcha for the price of one, and Brush Mommy finds the pick onto Sistine. That's going to allow them to take the lead, even in the face of these tri-strikes, and the Ink Mines are going to cap the zone just in time to allow Critical Wave to KO and take game one.
I was very excited to see the way that Brush Mommy was able to move in and out and use her hammer. I also saw at the very end she had another hammer, so even though they knew that they had the zone for quite a while, she was not willing to give up any space.
No, she was always ready, just waiting for that kind of just drop or maybe an ill-advised push from the side of I Feel So Squelcha, and it worked out really well. We did see Squelcha punish it a couple of times though, just with bombs or with the shooters just focusing fire on the hammer, but it wasn't quite enough to prevent Critical Wave from taking that map one. And speaking of good brush maps, Mako Mart's pretty solid with the cover you can duck behind as well.
Yeah. I think although I will say that I like Umami personally just because it feels like backliners can't really do too much until they already have mid. This is just another wonderful map that you can really just take advantage of all of these different alleyways that you can go down. I also personally think that Brush Mommy as an ink brush will be also just another giant enemy for Squelcha.
Yeah, that brush can be a serious pain in the butt, especially just able to duck, dip, dive, that word soup.
No worries. All good.
Just duck, dip, and dive around the rest of Squelcha. However, that heavy edit can definitely be very good at dealing with it. I think we'll definitely see Sistine on that have a lot more say in how the game goes on this like tighter map as well. Umami just leads a lot towards those longer range weapons like Pencil that can control so much of everything from very safe spots.
Yeah, I personally am a giant fan of Headit, and we did see Sistine actually pull quite a few kills there. I was excited to see it, especially just on this map. I'm a giant fan of Headit as it especially allows folks to take over mid a lot faster, I'd say, than Pencil sometimes. But maybe it's just I haven't been playing too well with pencils, so.
And the curling bomb definitely helps it take a lot more of that control. However, Pen can play a little bit further back, get that early cooler much faster, especially after had it got nerfed so badly earlier this patch or earlier this year
Yeah.
or last year
Looks
now.
like we saw a switch from the Gal over to the end splash here on the side of I Feel So Squelcha. We're watching as looks like on the right side, the decav is currently taking right stack. 2 are down on the side of I Feel So Squelcha, and there really is a lot of blue paint on the map, although it looks like that shot on the side of Critical Wave is really just not giving up there.
No, Piner's managing to stay alive and drag the attention of 2 on the side of I Feel So Squelcha as Paraluna is trying to find the pick onto Butters, but Butters being able to stay alive long enough for the rest of the team to get to check 2 and start taking down a couple points. However, SB here on this decaf has already set up in a fantastic spot, popping that big bubbler as well, allowing the jump ins, and also finding Pick Pickles is going to lead to a great opening push for the side of I Feel So Squelcha. It's going to just kind of open the doorway to maybe get some things moving here. However, Piner Zuka is able to kind of shut that down, break the big bubbler, and also force a lot of people off that left stack from the side of I Feel So Squelcha. Now, with a 1-for-1 and with specials on the board in favor of I Feel So Squelcha, that's going to favor them a little bit more. And Squirt is still just riding this tower, just trying to stay alive and charge those strikes again for another push here.
Oh, actually, unfortunately, it looks like I was incorrect when I said that there was no change outside of just the end splash. Looks like there's an ink brush, so we're looking at a double ink brush battle currently. Unfortunately, they are both down, so that's my bad.
Yeah, the vanilla ink brush with that whale is pretty solid. Just able to set up a lot more, has a lot more damage in the kit that Brush can actively play off of rather than those mines being set up behind. But it's not gonna, be put to that much use until the killer whale gets popped right then, going 2-for-1 on the side of Critical Wave. They're already moving that tower backwards, losing the lead, but not quite any momentum here. They have a reef slider as well to set up, and I'm sure that Butters is close to that cooler if they're moving this far forwards.
Absolutely. Although they are technically in the back foot here, I will say with 2 of their opponents down and only looks like that's only 5 points that they have to push forward. It won't be long before they manage to take this back. And oh wow, looks like a wonderful pick from the S Blast here. Can they get another one? Oh, they managed to protect themselves on tower with a reef slider. That was exciting to watch.
Wait, you can set. I didn't know you could set up like that on a reef slider. That's really cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Wait, you can stop yourself on the pole. That's really cool play from Pick Pickles. Not quite enough to get the lead there, but able to stall out just a little bit more, enabling Piner to try and move forwards into the left. However, SP is going to be able to shut them down. Butters trades out. That's 3 down on the side of I Feel So Squelch. It's just 16 left, and Brush Mommy's going to be able to pick them off. And this has just been back and forth constantly. Only one team has taken that first checkpoint, and we've still only got 2 minutes left, which is kind of crazy. Piner going to get forced out of this top right by SB over here, but has the Zuka at their disposal, just ready to pop it at a moment's notice. The strikes are coming through. SB's very, very tagged. And Piner's looking for Sistine, finds the trade that's 2-on-2, and the Reef Slider finds another. It's Pick Pickles versus Squirt, and Squirt goes down. Critical Wave take the checkpoint. They're looking for this lead here. They're only 6 points away, Lila.
Only that was amazing. Looks like they're only 1 point away, and honestly, that play from Pick to be able to, finish off that 1v1, and looks like they managed to take the lead. That really happened in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, they've already got the lead. However, the push is dead there. It's only Butters left standing. And with that tactical, it looks like they're going to just play slow, maybe save a little bit. and just try and play a little bit more reserved, wait for the rest of the team to get there and pop that tactical. However, SB, you can't give SB time to set up that big bubbler. That creates so much more space. And now SB's in the spawn, finding pick onto Piner, looking for even more onto maybe Butters, but no, Brush Mommy's there to trade out. It's 3-on-2 favoring the side of I Feel So Squelcher right now. Squirt's on the tower, same with SB, and Butters goes down here. Brush Mommy's going to have to go huge, finds one, looking for the second, does so successfully with the help of Piner, and Piner's just, everybody from Critical Wave is just trying to shut everyone down on tower, just running constantly forwards. It's Power Luna just running around this tower with the brush, taking the lead, and in the dying 30 seconds, I Feel So Squelcher has come up huge here.
Absolutely. I will say that the Ink Brush from I Feel So Squelcher really just did an amazing job of fighting Pick there on the tower. Although we saw Pick able to shake off 2 members of I Feel So Squelcher in the previous lead lock there, it really was just enough to keep, the lead and just keep pushing forward with all of the members of Critical Wave down. Oh, unfortunately, another one goes down on the side of Critical Wave, and that is GG.
I love Tri-Strikes.
Go Tri-Strikes!
Yeah. Whoa.
That was a very exciting game. Very, very
non-stop.
Yeah. I will say that this seeding is correct.
Yeah, and that's going to bring us over to our decider of Clan Blitz on Museum d'Alfonsino. Definitely a tougher map for Brush. I don't know if we're going to be seeing 2 brushes again in this set.
I think we'll see at least one, because from what I've seen, it looks like Brush Mommy is a brush 2 trick of sorts.
Yeah.
But I will agree with you. I'm not so sure that I Feel So Squelcher will have that bravery to decide to push Ink Brush again. I do believe that we will see that that mint decaval though, because although the bubbles were shredded fairly quickly, the way that the bubbles were placed on that right side of the map there as SB pushed forward, I think it was a really good play from the members of I Feel So Squelcher.
Yeah, they were able to take a lot of space off of the SB's big bubblers, and SB had a ton of picks on that bottom right, especially onto Piner there. Just constantly catching out the shot with the mobility from the decav. Winning that first one allowed Squelcha to just take the lead, take the check multiple times. Really well played, great execution from SB especially, but all of I Feel So Squelcha for just keeping up with that pace of play.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's the thing that we were talking about earlier, is the fact that although this may be a pickup, that's not just a guaranteed win. And that even though these folks may or may not have played together in the past, just finding a pickup and bringing together a bunch of new players can really shake things up in terms of how you run your certain comp, or like how you play your certain weapon, or any of that kind of thing.
Yeah, it can really change things up. And now I want to look over to the backline matchup here just really quickly. We're back onto a longer range map, more spread out. Between Sistine and Butters here on the heavy edit and the pencil respectively. So this is going to lean a lot more towards Critical Wave in that aspect. Just curious how those much shorter range weapons are going to do into I Feel So Squelch's comp. Just it's going to be hard to take a lot of that open space in mid from either team, but especially the S-Blast and the Brush of Critical Wave.
Absolutely. I can really see, or I can really foresee that there may be a lot of fights on that little ramp choke point. And if I'm remembering correctly, I think that block will also be a big problem, especially fighting against an S-Blast. Anytime you're near block, if there's a blaster nearby, I don't
It's
think
dangerous.
you're getting up there. the most danger possible.
Oh yeah, for sure. It is probably the scariest spot to be in the game. Is above a ledge fighting a blaster. You can probably speak this from more experience than me. I'm on the receiving end of that a lot.
Yeah, I like to take that left side quite a bit. Oh, yeah, oh wow, looks like we are already started here. Looks like Squelcha has already managed to get a singular clam ball in, as well as a smaller clam there too.
Yeah, and I feel so Squelcha's set up pretty well here. However, Brush Mommy's going to find 2 with the hammer, 3 down on the side of I Feel So Squelcha. It's just the Brush, I believe, left up. Yeah, from Paraluna here. going to end up backing off as the rest of Critical Wave tries to move forward. Brush Mommy finding a power clan, but not much else, actually dropping in the face of 3 members of I Feel So Squelcha. And now with that man advantage, they're trying to move forwards. However, the Part Luna does go down here to Pick Pickles. Pick Pickles finds 2 onto SB as well, and they're looking for more here. Maybe with that Reef Slider over to mid. Not quite going to, opt for it. Brush Mommy with that Hammer Toss almost finding Sistine, but Sistine able to jump out just in the nick of time. The strikes coming out onto that Tacticooler. And Butters finds trade with Brush Mummy onto, I believe that was Squirt, and the Zuka comes through, finding SB on that bottom right side. That's a great setup for a Critical Wave here to try and tie things up, maybe even take a lead against I Feel So Squelcha right now.
A power clam does go in. That is 60 points to Critical Wave. It is a very small lead. Unfortunately, it looks like they aren't able to get any more clams as the last member of Critical Wave goes down. Squelcha is locking down mid here, and it looks like there is quite a bit of blue paint. Oh, wow. Looks like both brushes took each other out, and unfortunately, it looks like the decav also goes down here on the side of I Feel So Squelcha.
Yeah, looks like it's a extended stagger from I Feel So Squelcha right now. That's going to put them in a lot of trouble here. They're going to need to stabilize very quickly, but that's very difficult in the face of Butters on this pencil, and it's just they're just kind of safe behind this bottom left until Piner comes through with the Zuka. It looks like the brush goes down on the side of I Feel So Squelcha. Usby is just looking for some special charge to get that bubble up, maybe create a little bit more of a safe haven for I Feel So Squelcha, but that's not going to matter in the face of the Reach Slider and the Ultra Stamp. Critical Wave already moving forwards again, scoring 2 more power clams, down to 40 points left, and Brush Mummy's in this top right area, just behind everybody. It looks like Parloon is going to try and look to contest, but it's going to work out. But Piner's there with a jump in and the trade. The basket stays open as well, thanks to a huge triple from Piner, and Critical Wave are down to 20. They only have a minute 15 left that they need to defend from, and this has turned around drastically in the past minute and a half. My goodness. Okay, we are looking just at this. I feel So Squelcha has a pick. They have, a little bit of space to work with. The hammer from Parloon is looking like it's just there to get them out safely. And now we're back at a bit more of an even game state. We're close to a couple specials, some critical ones on the side of I Feel So Squelcha here. That's Tri-Strikes are up, and the big bubbler is going to be up very soon. Parluna looks to find 1, finds 2 as well. This could mean everything for I Feel So Squelcha right here.
Absolutely, and I think the thing that ISO Squelcha is really trying to do is they're trying to keep that pressure. They're trying to keep that threat by having those 2 power clams. Although that is also just a really big problem, as unfortunately their backlaner does go down. That looks like that was. I just watched it. They put 2. They put.
Can never be too careful.
I'm so sorry. That was amazing. Oh, and as I say that, Pick manages to get a wipe. Okay.
That's one of the hero plays that you can see from like those Reef Sliders, especially. You don't see them get a ton of value, often getting picked off, but this overtime looks like it's not going to be lasting very long here. I feel So Squelcha need to move forwards right now. The Squirt needs to just score this power climb ASAP, but with the sharking Brush Mommy and Pick Pickles on this right-hand side, it looks like it's just not cut out to be, and Critical Wave take the first set of the day 2-1 to move on to the next round in bracket.
Yeah, that was honestly amazing to watch there. I also am very excited to say I know exactly who was there. That means that their backliner and their S-Blast was just sitting there in that left block saying, "No, thank you. Here you go. Have some sprinklers."
Yeah.
Nice fist bump
They're
there.
able to shut everything down for Critical Wave there, and allowing them to move on to this next round in the upper bracket. I feel So Squelcha going to get knocked down to that lower bracket now, but they still have quite a bit to go through in this tourney. So we will probably be seeing them later as Critical Wave move on to fight NFT Robbers, and I believe that brings us to a quick break right before our next set.
Hello everyone, my name is Lila. I am here with Sig, and today looks like we are going to be watching Last Minute versus Blank. And looks like the first map that we're going to be watching is I'm not able to see it yet. What do you think about this, Sig?
It's a zones map. It's definitely a
Yeah.
zones map. We're not sure which one yet,
We'll figure it
but
out as we go.
yeah, we have last minute for real versus blank. This team just left their team name like completely blank. So I don't know. Do we just want to call them, or do we want to call them blank? Like
I think the blank was intentional. I have a feeling that it's some sort of like artistic statement that they're just like, you know what, we're the blank slate. Call us
it,
blank.
it could be just for vibes, honestly.
You know
Like
what? That's so based.
on it, yeah, it's pretty chill.
I was gonna say I've signed up for quite a few Sendu teams before, or as a Sendu team as a pickup for tournaments, and I've never had the option to leave it blank. So I think it's an artistic like side
I
of
think
sorts.
so. They may have found like a workaround because yeah, I recently signed up for a tourney with you like as a captain for the first time a little bit ago, and you have to type something in there. I'm very confused by that. We're going to be kicking things off on Barnacle and Dime zones here. It's
Ooh,
followed up with Tower Control Inkflaw and ending on Crab Leg Clamblitz if we so need it. But let's talk for a minute about Zones Barnacle real quick. Another competitive mainstay. But what are your thoughts on this one?
Zone's Barnacle. Didn't like it before. Do like it now. I will say that even though we have that, additional little bottom wing on the left side of the map as you're facing mid, I will say it still is kind of an uphill battle. It's extremely important to take the top right snipe. And if you happen to run a headit, which I typically run with a lot of headits, if you're facing a pencil, it can really be difficult to take that area back, and it's kind of the choke point of its own sense in that way.
Yeah, it has a lot of chokes. I'm looking at the rosters as well of last minute for real especially, and I'm seeing a couple of players that I'm very familiar with. Kronos and Rice specifically. Kronos being a tent one trick. Something
Ooh.
very solid, especially for those holds and maybe those alleyways in the middle of the map for Barnacle especially. Could be very interesting if we see some tents here.
Yeah, I personally am really excited. It looks like they happen to win Sea Battle, which is a Seattle West Coast LAN, which I've heard a lot of good things about. So that tells me that we are definitely looking at two very strong teams here. As the blank team has tons of little Sendu badges there. So I think I'd say that this might be a lot closer than we think it will be.
Yeah, both these teams coming off pretty solid upsets as well. Blank beating Overcast in the first round, and last minute beating Salami. Pretty really solid wins. Them being the 4 and 5 seeds of the tourney. Yeah, you have to wonder what are these teams doing seeded so low? Like there's no way.
That's also funny to me because they're seated 13th and 12th respectively, with blank being 12th and last minute being 13th. Like again, it's just another enigma to us. But I still am very excited to be able to watch these teams go head to head, especially with Barnacle and Dime, because it's a really push and pull map that I think will have a lot of interesting takebacks.
Yeah, I'm very curious what we're gonna see. I'm not the most familiar with the roster of Blank here. I want to know what they run. I'm very curious to see the weapons. I think I've seen tacos around. It looks like they have a brush player as well. Um,
I'm
but
not
I
seeing
don't
what
know what
Sora
Soro
runs.
plays. Yeah, I have no
Yeah.
clue what Soro
Likely
plays at
pencil.
all.
Looking at their builds, and it looks like they've got two pencil builds. So we will
Yep,
be seeing another pencil here, which also it looks like Rice and Westy of the 1 second here. Yeah,
last
Rice
minute.
Rice and Westy of last minute. They also run pencils. So there could be a possibility for a headit, but I'm gonna assume that it's likely gonna be pencil.
Yeah, it looks like we're rocking splash pen on both sides, along with the roller and the brush. But that last slot is tent or stamper. It looks like the early game is gonna just be in favor of blank from the looks of it. Just getting that early zone control. Already 25 points off the board, but Kronos coming through with Azuka, finding one, looking for a second with this tent, but the Stamper's going to come through. Curb Stomp finding one, looking for more. Going to have to back off here. The Zip at the ready if they so choose to pop it. The Crab coming through from Rice as well. Not quite going to find anything. Torch going down to the Stamper as well. It's just Kronos left, and with that, Tenebro, it's a really, really difficult situation to be in. Westy as well in the pen, just trying to stay alive, and Blank have really taken control of this game early.
Absolutely, and out goes that cooler on the top left side for blank. Out goes the Zipcaster, and that is a Zipcaster cooler double. Unfortunately, they are only able to grab one, although they are pushing back all of the members of last minute. And it looks like there is a crab at the ready, but the timer is really ticking down, and there's just really no give from blank. It looks like it might be a lockout here, unfortunately, as different members of last minute are slowly staggering.
Yeah, but as you say that, the crab comes through from Rice here, and Kronos with the tent is going to create a little bit more space, but it's not going to be enough. Blank has still maintained iron-like grip on this zone, and they're going to carry it all the way to the bank for a KO, bringing us already to map 2 really quick.
Absolutely. I am excited to see the tent roll because the tent was able to make some very, very fun plays at the beginning. That Stamper really did their best to make sure to pull out all the stops and say, hey, you're not getting any Zukas off. So that might
Yeah,
be their plan against the tent, personally, in my opinion.
that Stamper meant business, like literally non-stop the entire
Absolutely.
way through that game. I'm curious to see how the rest of Blank will be able to carry that momentum over into the map 2 of Inkblot Art Academy on tower control. A little bit of a different game plan here. The roller from last minute might have a bit of a field day around those ledges, especially playing around bats if last minute are able to set it up properly. But same thing with that brush. The brush can be super mobile, and with the whale can force a lot of people out of position.
Absolutely. I also happened, while I was perusing through many folks' pages, I also happened to see a DS and a Rapid Blaster Pro Deco. So that really could be a game changer, should the whale and AoE combo come out on tower control.
Yeah, it's entirely like possible and feasible that we see either of those weapons, Rapid Blaster being really solid on tower control. Honestly, one of my favorite weapons to kind of mess around with on this map in a scrim, very, very solid. It's a blaster, so the AoE is good. It's very mobile as well, which means it can really get away with a lot that Pencil especially can't. This map, I feel like, can be a bit of a struggle for Pencil. I'm curious to see how the rest of last minute can play around that, and as well as blank if they choose to run that pen here.
Absolutely. There are some options here. So it won't. I will say that I'm excited to see something outside of pencil. But I wouldn't be surprised if we do happen to see like a head it or maybe even a ZF charger. It's
Looks like
sorry,
we're gonna be loading in here, and
no worries.
it's all good. We're switching over to a wiper and a
Oh,
junior here from Tacos, and we're running back the combo with Kronos on Decav. Haven't seen that from him. That's a pretty new one. I like it though. I kind of mess with it.
that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Around the same range, Kronos is already setting up here on left side, um, trying to take out any of the enemies that are showing up on the left stack here. We aren't seeing too much movement here. Oh, unfortunately, it looks like one of the members of Blank goes down, and also Kronos is picked here by Meow, which a whale is popping off, as well as a hammer, which does end in a trade. So there is one down on both sides of the team.
Yeah,
Oh,
last minute are going to be on the back foot a little bit here, as I believe they went 2 members down. Kronos is also kind of caught on an island here on this left side. Maybe they can get a flank off possibly. However, the head is there to stare them down. Goes down to the suction bomb, and that's the push on the tower, almost completely gone. Meow also drops as well, and Curb Stomp looks like they're not quite long for this world either after getting hit for 80 by Kronos. Now the strikes are coming through. We've got both bubblers at the ready for last minute. Kronos pops
wow.
there's first, and it looks like They're already getting this tower moving. Westie's riding it, and the cooler's up, just allowing last minute to get a little bit more aggressive here on this offense. Really quick turnaround from them.
Absolutely. I truly think that Chrono switching over to the decav was probably the play for them, as it appears that they've caught a second wind and they're able to push forward. They are able to get 1 point on the lead here, although it is very close with different members slowly staggering back and forth. So I'm
Yeah, it's
excited
a
to see.
couple of members getting picked off by Blank, though, pretty early. The roller does twice, and same with Rice on that splash. It's going to lead to a pretty rough scenario as Takos has already set up the big bubbler, but Kronos is there to contest. Same with the tri-strikes. Kageyama is on this tower still, and Meow is popping that killer whale. Looks like Rice is going to have to get out. However, the hammer comes through, but Torch shuts it down with a roller. You don't see that every day. Torch finding two. The lead swaps for Blank, but all the members are going down here. Kronos getting a big trade as well. And last minute, they have gone just back and forth with Blank here, and they're going to need to go big again.
Yeah, looks like they're able to push out a cooler here, so we are seeing some more forward-facing movement. Kronos is taking names once again, grabbing one, looking to grab another on the right side, which it is the headed. Unfortunately, they do go down. They're just trying to push through and to get as many points as possible, which they're able to take the lead here, although one of their members goes down. Another jumps to it, and that's another 3 points in their name.
Yeah, that double dive from Blank didn't quite work out. Meow also got picked off by Rice, and Rice is able to ride the tower just enough to grab that lead, not quite enough for the checkpoint before the rest of Blank were able to turn around. But it looks like Torch is able to find some on the defense here. Torch also allowing for a jump from Kronos. It's just Tacos and Kageyama here. Tacos finding one with a rolled bomb, looking for a second one, not quite going to find it, but force Torch to move back a little as Tacos is moving right on this junior. The brush is also moving to maybe support just a little bit. The killer whale comes through, tagging three separate members of last minute. But with a member down, they're already on the back foot. Blank are, and Kronos finding a second one, looking for that third, and does so successfully. It's just Kageyama left, and Torch is running them down. Kageyama is so low right here, and last minute have held on. Kronos also popping a big bubbler on the plat of Blank here just to try and destabilize them a little bit, and it's working out excellently until Kageyama finds two on the tower.
That is a wipe for the side of last minute. I will say that I did see the roller on last minute grab Soda really quickly beforehand. So out goes the bubbler. There's a double bubble fight, and Torch once again grabbing another member of Blank. There are two members down on the side of last minute, and it looks like there's only 3 points difference here. Although, another
Oh,
one grabbed by Meow here. Meow is really making a mess, just hiding underneath ledges, doing their best to push forward. Looks like Blank is able to take the lead here. A nice jump back from Meow. All members are up on the side of Blank, and they're pushing forward as fast as they can, causing last minute to go down here. 3 are down on the side of last minute, with 1 down on the side of Blank. Unfortunately, it looks like the backliner of Blank does go down. There still is 40 seconds, and there's only 7, 6, 5. Oh, and it looks like that is game.
yeah, Blank kind of just got that second checkpoint and ran away with it. The Wiper got up all the way into the spawn of last minute for real, for real. Just kind of living in their heads rent free in that last 30 to 40 seconds of it, allowing for Blank to really take control of the entire game. Multiple members did end up going down, but able to cycle those jumps through and keep that pressure up with the Wiper, especially. Blank were able to take full control of that 2-0. An excellent effort from them.
Absolutely. I think that it was a lot closer than the last game was for sure. Last minute was able to pull off a lot of wonderful feats. Especially with, if I recall correctly, it was the roller that was really just causing a lot of problems for the side of Blank.
Yeah, that roller Torch did a fantastic job at just getting into these hard to reach spots. Again, like we talked about a little bit at the beginning of this, or at least right before this map. Torch was able to get set up pretty solidly, do a good chunk of damage. It's just a couple of those mistakes on defense from really the whole team of last minute, and Blank able to capitalize so well with their pace, with their speed on the brush and wiper combo. Just kind of spelled the end of them on tower control.
Absolutely. Looks like that set goes to Blank. I believe we'll be having a short break before we watch our next set.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to Squid Junction 84. We've got your first semifinal set of SAD versus E-Leader, and it is our first best of 5 of the day. We've got, from the looks of it, double zones as well, and I'm Sig Dakari. Joining me is Lila for this set. And Lila, what do you know about a couple of these players on the teams? I've seen a couple of them around, but is there anything you notice like right off the bat?
Um, yeah. I happen to notice that again, kind of like the last set that we are watching. These are a lot of or at least some of the members here have a lot of history. I will say that there is one member, Hardy, that I just haven't seen anything from yet. So I'm not too sure about the way that they play. Although we have seen some folks that have won Prison Break and Deadline and quite a few other. Looks like there's a few running or winning SOS Great White. So these are pretty high level players that are just kind of ready to take names, and it looks like it's pretty evenly matched here once again. Looks like our first map that we're going to be seeing them play on is on Mahi Mahi Zones. So again, starting it off with another zones map.
Yeah, that can be really big if E-Leader can get one shot, especially going on this first map. Mahi Mahi having a very very small area of the map, allowing E-Leader like one shot's an E-Leader player. And allowing that leader to kind of just get things started, set the pace early, get some great picks for the side of E-Leader to maybe carry that momentum throughout the entire game, maybe the next one too, would be really, really big. It's up to SAD to kind of just prevent that from happening. And they're definitely like a team to do it. Like I've seen Toby and like Cats around a lot for tourneys. I'm very curious what kind of weapons they're going to be bringing. I know Cats is on that S Blast, but I want to see what else
Ooh.
SAD is going to bring as well.
I heard S Blast and I got excited, especially with the zones cheese method. So I'm assuming that they won't be pulling any of their punches. They'll be just diving right in with S Blast is my hope.
Yeah, I know Cats to be like one of the most proficient S Blast players, at least in the West. It's hard to think of other like players that have gotten quite the same results and have the same consistency as Cats on an S Blast. Very curious to see, if that's the case, or if Cats is maybe some new weapon that they're going to be running. I want to know what that is. And also, E-Leader has Rose, a tri-slosher player, has played in, mid to high level for quite a while now. Also one of the best tri-sloshers in the business, too, just playing along with one shot. A lot of chip damage and a lot of ways to force people out into that sight line of the E-Leader here.
Absolutely. I did want to highlight one shot as it looks like they took third in a former Ludi Div 1 session. So this
Mm.
this truly is just all of the teams bringing together their best talent and going head to head here in semifinals. Or
This is what happens when two of the
yeah,
top seeds come through. This is the 2 and 3 seed of the tourney, which is very, very solid players all around. We're about to get right into it. Let's take a look at what these teams are bringing for their comps. We know a couple of the weapons, but let's see what's being built around them. Squeezer! Haven't seen
oh,
that in a
and a
minute.
junior.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
I'm rocking with
Junior.
this. Let's go.
Okay, yeah, I'm excited to see that. We are seeing two different cooler based plays here, but to see Tri Slosher on cooler, that's just something you don't really see too often.
No, Rose is one of the only tri players that has really stuck with the weapon through thick and thin. Just not, a super common weapon to see anymore. And it looks like it's going to be working out pretty well as no members go down. It looks like it's just Kali that drops here to Gold Scar. Gold Scar also dropping, though, allowing E-Leader to get the first cap of that zone and first couple of points on it, too. Rose Arrow had some fizzies, just chucking them over the wall, forcing Sad to just move out of the way. Now, Pato here with the Zuka, not quite going to be able to find any picks just yet, but with one shot finding picks like that on a Meteor, there's your pencil gone. A lot of your long range threat along with it. And there's a second pick too. This leader is setting every tone that they need to, and with a cooler end wave on deck, they could hold this for quite a while longer.
Absolutely, and it looks like One Shot is really just keeping their special here ready. Oh, looks like they dropped it. Again, oh wow. Cap managing to cap the zone, living up to their name, popping a bubble in mid. Unfortunately, looks like their pencil did go down, so they're forced to move back here. The counter is still moving down for E-Leader, although Sad does have an opportunity to get back here. The S-Blast doing their best to push through, but One Shot once again just taking names and not allowing anyone to get through this indefensible wall. Although there is Azuka that's trying their best to take them out. Looks like they aren't able to get One Shot as they dodge away.
Yeah, Zuko comes through, finds nothing, allowing E-Leader to stabilize just that little bit more. One Shot does end up getting picked off by, I believe, the Squeezer, and the Booyah Bomb comes through, forcing Rose out. The Zuka, however, from the side of Pato here, while Callie dives in and forces people out, it's going to allow E-Leader to take the zone. However, Goldscar finds two, looking for a third, possibly onto One Shot, not quite going to find it. One Shot's able to back up just in time, but Assad does get that zone here, and they have a big bubbler. They're close to a Trizuka for this hold. This lead, although it's pretty big, it's not safe.
It's not over until it's over. Unfortunately, as I say that, the pencil for the side of Sad goes down. Although looks like there is a wipe on the side of Sad, so E-Leader is able to get this the zone back, and looks like there is also a cooler active here. So E-Leader, you know, they did get quite a few points in on E-Leader, but E-Leader says, you know what, like even though y'all have time, like that's not the end for us. So they're able to push back through, and we're watching as different members here are doing their best to try to keep members of E-Leader down. One member on the side of E-Leader does go down, but Sad is doing their best to try to take the zone here with multiple specials, including a big bubbler, and looks like we saw a Booyah Bomb here from the S-Blast.
Yeah, all three specials getting popped. That's all four, actually. And Cat's finding two in the zone, just allowing Sad to maintain control right here, just barely hanging on with the cap. Callie's going to have to just play for some space. Cat's looking for some more, not quite going to find any chip damage just yet. However, just going to stay alive, find a good sharking spot as well. The bomb's coming through to clear it out just a little bit, though. And the killer whale going to force Cats to move around, reveal their location. One Shot's here looking for a pick on the leader, too, but with the big bubbler up, it's going to be very, very difficult to find anything. Pato with Azuka is also learning that as well. The wave breaker does break things just up a little bit. Pato also finds a pick onto the pencil of Sad. Sad still maintaining the man advantage, though, but Cats goes down. Callie here is going to have to find a way to get that zone back as Sad take the lead, and Cap is just maintain control of the zone. This junior exerts so much pressure and paint over the entire map.
Absolutely, grabbing here too with stray bombs. I think this might be it. Sad manages to take the lead back. I honestly did not see that forecoming, especially with their backliner going down, but they were very strong, and they continued to keep as much paint on the ground as possible, which I'd like to personally push forward that the junior was probably a giant influence towards that as well.
Oh yeah, junior plus leader, just as a core for your support, has some of the most paint in the entire game. It's honestly kind of ridiculous how much you can control with just those two weapons, between the double bombs and the range and chip damage from the pen and the big bubbler and everything. They can do just about anything, and it's Sad really used that to their advantage, especially with weapons that are not known for their paints, with the Squeezer and the S-Blast. Those weapons are more known for the fighting, just to kind of form a symbiotic relationship with the support weapons of Sad here.
Absolutely. I personally am just really excited to see what both teams push forward here as we return to a map that we have watched quite a bit earlier, back to Museum Clams. Kind of like a cockroach, it just never really goes away. It is definitely fun to watch though, especially with the block on the left side. I could foresee some interesting plays happening here, especially with how fast both teams were moving forward.
Yeah, a couple of those shorter range weapons that have a lot of good mobility or area of effect, like the S-Blast, like the Brush, or the Tri-Slosher, can make a living on that block there, just finding those difficult spots to get into. Definitely a point of contention for both these teams, especially. I'm curious to see how both of them are going to deal with that, and I'm also curious to see Leader, how E-Leader is going to be able to use the E-Leader to kind of control the map a little bit more. You can't get as much paint down with it as you can with a pencil, but you kind of have to answer that with picks. And they got a couple of picks throughout the early and mid stages of that first game, but I'm wondering, especially with Clan Blitz, the late game picks are just as, if not more important. Will E-Leader be able to find those in the game 2?
I can definitely foresee E-Liter having a very forward-facing presence at the beginning, just especially because One Shot was playing very far forward, and they did an amazing job pushing as far as they could, as far as they were comfortable to. So I'm hoping to see them play a little bit farther forward than they're comfortable, to make sure that they open up space here. There
Ooh,
we
we're
go again.
switching over to C-Leader from the
Yeah,
looks of
looks like they're going to be trying to do a little bit of Kraken cheese here.
Yeah, Kraken Cheese not quite as strong as it once was, but still has a little bit of a place, just able to get in and get into those hard to reach spots. And it's great for Leader just to have a panic button able to move around the map very quickly as Cats goes down to the 3 members of E-Leader collapsing as Callie just looking for some picks, creating a little bit of space, goes down, ends up getting traded out by Sad here. Now Cap and Gold Scar are in the middle of the map against Rose Era. Rose looking for any kind of pick, not quite going to find it, just able to use that Cooler's mobility to evade dying as 3 members end up dropping on the side of Sad. Rose Era is looking for this 4th and they go down. It's still delayed wipe. However, the big bubbler is back up and the bombs finding 2 is going to be really big for this defense for the side of Sad Cap with a massive junior play. And now One Shot's the last one left in a Kraken. Going to have to find a way to escape the chasing members of Sad and does so successfully with a jump out.
Absolutely. I think that was just amazing on the side of One Shot, which I really think that the kit itself was the answer that we were looking for. There are members of SAD currently up on top of E-Leader's plat, although Callie is just saying, you know what, like, you need to get out of here. We're not having this today. Another member goes down on the side of SAD, and it looks like E-Leader is just quickly pushing forward, trying to take as much space as possible. Callie is pushing here on this choke, manages to grab S-Blast, but unfortunately goes down to it. There is a big bubbler out that Scar is currently hiding in. There's really a lot of push and pull here. Both of these teams really aren't afraid to play the boring mid game until they're able to get a really good push, which is exciting to see.
Yeah, and in this mid game, looks like Sad is going to have the advantage here, just able to create a lot of space with that, with the bombs, with the splash wall, and also with the specials that they were much closer to. The Booyah Bomb already coming out. Same thing with the Trizuka, finding 2 massive picks, make it 3 for Sad here. They're looking to get this lead back. However, Pado Zuka does find 1, looking for a second. Is Callie finds it, but the big bubbler comes through. That's a lead swap and a big scoring advantage over to the side of Sad. Cats also looking for a second one. The power clamp coming through from Cap as well. As Cats goes down here, but not without giving the rest of the team enough time to take control of mid here. And now Sad is set up for a great defense on this right side of the map.
So E-Leader currently is on the back foot, although there is 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the map here. So it isn't completely over. And as I say that, Cats goes in and manages to grab a whopping 3. Looks like members of SAT are currently pushing up. Scar is extremely close to a power clamp, pushes through, but unfortunately gets taken down by the whale from... Oh, actually, I'm incorrect. Gets taken down by One Shot. That was unexpected there.
Yeah, One Shot able to find that first pick, looking for a second one to open things wide open. Looks like Callie's going to find it actually instead, as well as the Zuka from Pado. That's 2 members down on the side of Sad, but Gold Scar's looking to just create any kind of difference here, looking for one while searching for One Shot, but One Shot popping the crack and looking for anything else. Going to have to actually back up here, leaving the rest of the team isolated, but Gold Scar's able to find the Kraken recovery frames, and also onto Rose Air, the Zuka coming through, looking for Callie here. Not quite going to find it, but do you really need to if you find 2?
Absolutely. I will say that Gold Scar has really just been pushing in the strangest spots, it feels like, but just really able to read their enemies and doing their best to, take out as many as possible.
Yeah, Goldscar having a huge performance, also finding Pado in that short-range fight on the bottom left, allowing the rest of Sad to focus on getting that first thing scored. Cap ends up going down to Callie, but Callie gets traded out. Scar's looking for a second pick, but you can't fight a Tri-Slosher and shot at a close range with Squeezer. Just wasn't cut out to be. However, Sad still have control of the zone. Cap has a bubble up, finds the pick onto Rose Arrow too, but Pado's able to shred it and find one, looking for that second of the Cats, and One Shot is looking to just support with a little bit more. Cats finds the fight as well in this bottom left, causing so many issues for E-Leader. E-Leader finally find the fight. However, Callie does end up dropping after trying to make some more space for the rest of Leader here.
Like another Zuka from Gold Scar here, doing their best to just be a Zuka farming machine. This is, I think, the third Zuka that I've seen as we watched their perspective. Each team currently has a member down. Unfortunately, Rose does go down to Scar once again here. Scar is doing their best to take the left side mana just to grab another one. Pato is currently down. Two are down in the side of E-Leader. And unfortunately, V-Shot does get taken out here by Meteor. It's really interesting to see a Pencil taking out an E-Leader as they 1v1 there.
Yeah, usually that doesn't go in the Pencil's favor. However, everything is turning up Sad's way right now, already up 50 points, and with overtime on the verge, it's just a single power clam on the side of E-Leader that they have to work with, and Sad has already broken the barrier and ended overtime early, and have put themselves up going 2-0 into this next Rainmaker game.
Yeah, that was very exciting to watch. I was pretty baffled by the way that Pencil was just providing as much paint as they were, and were still managing to chip off damage to help their other members. They really weren't shy to move forward onto that spinner and just make their presence felt.
Yeah, they really were not afraid of anything there, especially Gold Scar. Gold Scar had so much to do with how with all of the offense that Sad really created there on the squeezer, just able to get into these, like you said, these awkward spots for especially for E-Leader to deal with. Just able to box out so many of the short range threats on that team. Excellent play to Gold Scar there, and the rest of Sad able to capitalize off of it.
Yeah, it still is anyone's game, although, as there are two up for the side of Sad. E-Leader does have an opportunity to force a game 4, if not a game 5, with the next match being Rainmaker on Scorch Gorge. I know that this map isn't the most favorite of many folks, myself included, but it's not Eel Tales, so we'll take it.
It's pretty fun. I like it personally. I'm a big Scorch Gorge appreciator. Just as long as it's not on zones, I'll even play tower on it. But it's definitely one of the two Rainmaker maps that have stayed in rotation with, like, I think the other one is Undertow that has gotten changed pretty recently. But Scorch Gorge has largely stayed the same throughout Splatoon 3's lifespan so far. It's if you ask me, it's perfect as is, but, that can change for some people. I really like how it's set up. The first check's pretty easy to get through, but then it can be a real tough battle just downhill for teams to get slogged through, really. I'm curious to see what especially like some of the longer range options will say on the side of Sad here, but also will they find answers on the side of Leader?
Yeah, looks like there isn't, from what I'm seeing, there isn't a change, but my mind can be fooling me at some points.
Certainly could be.
Yeah, it looks like they're currently fighting for pop here. Looks like it is currently in the favor of Sad, as the S-Blast Cats does manage to grab their backliner. Although it is 1-1. I will say that E-Leader currently is down a leg, especially with their backliner down.
Yeah, the leader's down. Cap is already moving forwards. The big bubbler able to create a ton of space, a little safe shield for Cap. Now just grabbing that Rainmaker with 3 down on the side of leader. It's just Rose left with that Tri-Slash. They're going to have to pop that Tactical Lure to get out just in time. Maybe spam some fizzies for a little chip, but not much more out of that outside of just stalling for the rest of the team. However, Gold Scar has a Trizuka at the ready. They're going to pop it, drop back a little just while the rain's getting popped. Going to try and look for more here, just moving up with Meteor. Meteor ends up going down to 1 shot. I believe we're in a 3v3, make that a 2v3 as One Shot comes alive, as well as the rest of E-Leader. The Whale coming through is just 3 down on the side of Sad too, and this Kraken's at the ready to maybe create some space, and the Beacons to give some jumps over to the side of Leader. They are ready to make their move.
It looks like E-Leader is currently pushing forward here on the right side. They do get chipped, although early, by that Pencil, and then out comes the Burst Bomb. That is unfortunately it for One Shot here. 2 members are down on the side of E-Leader as we watch Cats push forward on the left side, facing off against Rose and grabbing Callie's jump in. Unfortunately, it looks like they are not able to get Rose here, but they do grab another one. Out goes the Zuka from Pato, unfortunately not grabbing anyone, but still causing a little bit of space. We're seeing Cats pop the Booyah Bomb here. They almost go down to a Suction Bomb, but Pato manages to grab them. Two members are down on the side of Sad, although that doesn't mean that they are pushing backwards at all. They are currently trying to chip as many members of E-Leader as possible and just currently spamming Rainmaker shots here, which is successful as they do take down 3 members of E-Leader, 4 members of E-Leader thanks to Scar. Scar is currently pushing forward in the top left side here, doing their best to just create as much area for that Rainmaker to go through. Pato is currently trying to fight them one by one, or one-on-one, and coming back for another, but they do manage to grab one shot here. The Rainmaker is sitting in the base of E-Leader's side of things, although it looks like it's not going to be moving anytime soon unless someone dives with it into the pit.
Yeah, it looks like E-Leader finally maintained control of their spawn, able to get that Rainmaker pop, try and let it reset, force a lot of Sad back. Callie popping this killer whale, just looking for a little bit more. However, Gold Scar is here to space them out along with that pencil from Meteor. And E-Leader are definitely on the back foot, down 60 points on this map especially can be a death sentence, but they have 2 specials to work with, that Kraken and the Trizuka, definitely specials that can create a lot of space, get a ton of picks, but so can that S-Blast. Cats finding one, forcing the Kraken all the way back, taming it, but Rose is there. You can't tame a Tri-Slosher like a Kraken, and Rose finds a pick. You still have 2 specials on the side of E-Leader here that you can use. They're going to opt to pop them both at the same time here, finding one pick, looking for a second. No, actually, one shot's going to go down here while Callie's looking for a pick, just trading out onto that Snipe Rider of Meteor. Cats and Gold Scar here are making a fantastic fighting duo with that Squeezer and Blaster, and the Shizuka comes through, finds one. The Booyah Bomb also just allowing for a little more space to be taken by Sad. Sad are in full control of this game. Callie can only find one without being chased by 2 more, and it's looking incredibly tough with just over a minute left for E-Leader here.
I will say that this is the classic flank by Callie, although just trying to pull as many members as possible into the left pit and being successful. Callie does happen to still be alive, although unfortunately it looks like Rose and the shot of E-Leader are currently going down. We see Cap here pushing forward onto the middle block here, dodging that Kraken and still doing their best to push forward, trying to grab Rose. Unfortunately not finding anything and dying halfway through their jump. The unfortunately looks like one shot and 2 members of E-Leader are down. The Squeezer, although Scar is down on the side of Sad. Cat grabbing Rose here. Looks like they might just be doing their best to play in mid as they wait out these 35 seconds left on the clock. There's a Booyah Bomb in play, and looks like Cat managed to grab the backliner for E-Leader once again. 2 members are down on the side of E-Leader, although they do drag Gold Scar down with them. Callie is just doing their best to grab more members of Sad and drag them to the right side here. Unfortunately, not very successful with that, but still doing their best to take as many resources as possible.
Yeah, and they took a ton of resources, however, investing a few of their own here. And Leader need to get on this map fast. One shot goes down, getting traded out, but nobody's got the Rainmaker. Leader needs to grab it right now with 2 seconds left. Cap does grab it, however, gets splattered. That's going to allow for overtime to start for E-Leader, and Rose Arrow is already moving forwards. They can grab this checkpoint pretty quick as long as they create the space to do so. However, there is a flanking Cats behind that Rainmaker. That can mean to a lot of trouble, and it is. And Sad getting the third game of their set, just completing the sweep and moving on to our winners finals.
Absolutely. I think that it was very close there at the end, although we did see Cat just being a menace in general. By far one of the best S-Blast plays I've seen personally, and had the honestly the honor to commentate for. GG to both teams. I think E-Leader was very close quite a few times, but Sad really did just lock in those 3 games, and of course closed it down in that last overtime too. So unfortunately no game 4 and game 5, but that doesn't mean it's over for E-Leaders. E-Leader will be going to the losers bracket. We will see Sad push forward here to fight whoever wins out of NFT Robbers and Blank. So I think, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be right back with your winners final set very, very soon.
Welcome back, everyone, to Squid Junction 84. My name is Delilah. I'm here with Sig, and we are currently going to be watching Winners Bracket Finals versus NFT Robbers versus Sad, of which we just watched play semifinals for Winners Bracket. How do you feel about that?
Well, the NFT robbers are going to have to come with their best foot forward. First off, we just saw said just decimate E-Leader on those three maps in a sweep here with Cats, Toby, Hardy, and Cap. So NFT robbers are going to have to just make something work with the 7-man roster they got. I'm not sure who's playing or who's not, really at all. So we're gonna find out as soon as when we load in here. But we're still waiting on a couple of map bans, and there are a few familiar players on NFT robbers, at least that I know of. Splat is a very solid player, I believe, primarily like a shot or like a shooter player. Silver, I know, is a stamper from Europe. Incredible player. Also has some YouTube stuff. Somehow it popped up on my feed just a couple days ago, coincidentally. Really cool content, especially if you're looking to like learn how to play stamper at a higher level. I believe Ti I've seen around her T, I think, another stamper player from Lego Fortnite, which is a name you've probably seen here and there, just around every weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, everything. Lucifer, I believe, is, if I recall it, Carbon. And then Asta's from Condon, plays primarily Splash and Bucket. And then there's Typhoon. And I know nothing about Typhoon. I think they're a brush.
I will do my best to find out. Yep, they are a brush
I
and a
believe so.
96 gal. Okay, that's fun.
We rock with that. I love 96.
Oh, they also happen to be a Ridley main, in case you were wondering.
I'm sorry for them. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. I love Ridley. But, man, he's too big.
He's just got a giant hitbox.
He's just too big.
He's too big.
We love him.
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what we'll be seeing both teams play. Oh, and the map has been banned. What looks like we're going to be watching Splat Zones on Robo Ramen for our first match here. Looks like the two maps that they had banned was Rainmaker Humpback Pump Track by NFT Robbers and Clam Blitz Museum. So unfortunately, we won't have the pleasure of watching Clam Blitz Museum for the third time. Unfortunately.
Oh, dang
so
it!
sad.
I was
Ah,
looking
gosh.
forward to casting it a third time.
I'm happy to see something new though. Splat Zones
Yeah,
and Robo Ramen to shake things up for tonight.
it's nice. We've been seeing a little bit too much Museum d'Alfonsino, even for my taste. But we are going to be kicking things off on that Robo Ramen zone here, just in a couple of minutes from the looks of it. This is the pen playground. We're definitely going to be seeing pens on both sides, I believe. But what? I don't even know who's playing on NFT Robbers. This is man.
Yeah, I'm just excited to see what happens, and I think I know that it can be kind of silly to see so many players on one team, but I think it's very exciting because there's always something new, and although they might run with the same roster the whole time, I also just think that it's great to see so many folks being able to collaborate together. I think NFT Robbers is just a pickup. It does appear to be kind of like a pickup group of friends.
Yeah.
So I will say that since both teams are pickups, that will also just add another random element to things. So it's just another exciting little thing that we can look forward to as we wait for the map to load.
I'm very. I want to know who's playing, man. There's two stampers. I don't think there's a pencil unless T plays it. I really what is happening on NFT Robbers? I have no info other than Harshy's likely not playing.
Hershey's crossed out, so I.
Okay.
What if they go
Silver,
backless?
they could. I don't. They. It looks like they're not. They got the pencil. They got double sword with T and Silver, and Harshy is playing. Okay.
Oh,
So it's Harshy, Splat, Silver, and T. I think against the team that we saw. Sad, Gold Scar, Cap, Cats, and
ooh.
the mystery fourth member I'm forgetting the name of right now.
Looks like the stamper on the side of NFT robbers does go down early. Although there are strikes, surprise strikes. Anyways, another member of NFT robbers does go down. We're watching Gold Scar here on the left side doing their best to kind of find another off angle, and it looks like the S-Blast is just really taking advantage of that. Unfortunately, the backliner, which I believe to be Harshi on the side of NFT robbers, also goes down here. We see Cat moving in with that S-Blast, just making another mess, and a bubble out from the junior player here. 55 ticks left on the zone. We'll have to see if NFT robbers can take this back here, since it looks like Harshi went down again.
Yeah, NFT robbers have been kind of set on the back foot here. The double stamper can be very, very solid, but it looks like it's not paying off just yet, as Cap has also just put in so much work, made a ton of space for Sad here. Now NFT robbers are finally going to get a chance to bite at this zone. Silver does end up going down on the Zipcaster after finding Cats on it, and Sad is still in control. They have 10 points left. It's just 2 players remaining, and Cap is down. So Sad really could just take the zone. It looks like nobody's going to be able to cap in time for Sad. But as I say that, though, the zone fully flips. Cats is stuck between a rock and a hard place in this bottom left and ends up dropping. And NFT robbers somehow stay in this first game.
Absolutely. It really is a back and forth here, as I did see Cap putting in the work to try to get zone back. Although it looks like one of these stampers does take out Cats. Unfortunately, only one member on the side of Sad is alive left, and that is the Pencil, who has made a safe jump back. Out goes that Crab. Unfortunately, they go down early, although there is a zip at the ready. Looks like they're zipping from underneath, but it's not really at the greatest spot here, unfortunately, as looks like 3 members are down on the side of NFT robbers slowly as they respawn back in. Zone still is capped, and it looks like it is back in the favor of NFT robbers, but they will need to KO here because there is only 1 point left in favor of Sad. So it'll be pretty close as we watch the members go back and forth here.
Yeah, it looks like Sad do retake control of that zone. Goldscar's looking for more, finds the pick onto Silver, trading out to 2-on-2 on the zone. Pens and a midline versus everybody, and Meteor finds the pick onto a rushing green stamper from, I believe, Tickle, from T there. Silver ends up going down as well to Goldscar, losing that one instead of trading out. And with this Booyah Bomb coming through, it looks like Sad are going to be able to retake control, maintain control of that zone. NFT robbers, though, are back and ready for more. They take that zone back really quickly with the man advantage they've gathered. And now Sad are caught on a back foot, especially with these strikes coming through, picking off Cap and forcing Meteor to jump all the way back after dropping.
It truly is anyone's game here, as there is over 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the match here. We are seeing different members of NFT robbers do their best to push forward, although at the same time not overextending. Silver once again pushing in with this zip. They're doing their best to get Meteor. They grab Meteor, but they are taken down here. Cat is doing their best to try to take zone, pushing the Crab from Tickle back. Tickle currently is in danger as Cat is pushing forward, throwing an extra burst bomb there just as a good measure. Meteor is fighting to try to take zone here, although it looks like NFT robbers is able to cap, and they are left alone jumping out. They are grabbed as they jump out through the air. Members of NFT robbers are pushing forward. We're seeing Harshi all the way up in the front area here, getting taken out by Cat's stray burst bomb. There is 15 seconds left on the tick, with, it looks like, 15 seconds of penalty left here too, so members of SAD are really going to have to fight their hardest to get in.
Yeah, the Booyah Bomb from Cat's coming through, going to get traded out by those Tri-Strikes. Cap with the big bubbler and some of the splat bombs with the Crab Tank from Tickle is coming through, just able to maintain control of the zone. NFT robbers could steal away a map win from SAD here. They just need to hold on to the zone for just a couple more seconds, and they do so. Already sneaking away a map, robbing SAD of game 1 and putting themselves up 1-0 going into tower control on Shipshape Shipyard, or Shipshape Cargo Co.
Yeah, that I wouldn't say that came out of nowhere. But I will say that watching NFT robbers be on the back foot for so long was kind of surprising to me, especially as NFT robbers likes to make a name for themselves in almost every weekly that they can. We will see how things play out though here as we switch to Shipshape TC, which of course is just another playground, like you said earlier, for pencils. Just all of the range that you have on the top left and top right sides of the map. Pencils riding the tower will have entire control of the right side as they push through second checkpoint as well, which I'm excited to watch.
Yeah, this is going to be pretty big. I'm curious to see, especially if NFT robbers are going to be keeping that double stamper, or if they're going to be rotating a few players in and out. This game, double stamper, it's pretty solid on a lot of the zones maps. Robo Ramen, Mincemeat, if you want to run it there, if you, for whatever reason, you're playing Mincemeat in this day and age, the big 2-5. But it's really not that strong on some of the faster paced modes like Tower Control, like even Rainmaker, with how stampers can kind of move around the map, control it. And also it's just there's not that many spaces I can think of personally where double stamper is going to work out on this map.
Yeah, although I can't personally see double stamper on this map, we did see, was it the cafeteria or was it chocolate milkshake? One of those teams, I remember seeing a triple sword during SAC
Uh-huh.
finals, which was insane personally because, I'm personally from low level. We don't even see double sword in low level, so it was very exciting to watch. I had no idea that it was a comp experience until I watched that. So it's possible that we could see maybe a decav here. I think a mint decav would be especially valuable, especially on just on this map. Popping it on the grates, finding a space in mid. I've even happened to pop it myself with V-Blast in that little alleyway, which helped in Rainmaker. But again, this is tower control, so we'll have to see what happens here.
We are rocking with the double stamper. I'm curious to see if they probably know something I don't here. I'm not quite sure how double
They're
stamper
cooking.
works, but Splat has switched to this splatter shot. Definitely much more aggressive and mobile weapon than the Neo Splash, able to just get a lot more picks, especially with that Trizuka. As the first member of SAD already falls, there goes Gold Scar. As well as another member, there drops Cats in place of Silver as well. It's a 1-for-1 on the in favoring NFT robbers with that man advantage. And now Tickle is able to pop that crab tank just to create a ton of more space for NFT robbers to get a lot of chip damage. However, Cats is able to avoid the majority of it, finds a pick, and NFT robbers have stalled out a little bit after getting some early man advantage.
Absolutely. I did see NFT robbers really just push forward and lock in, but it looks like they're now realizing that Cat's just really not gonna let them jump on that tower. As long as Cat's alive, there's no way that you can safely jump on that tower and push forward. Although Cap is doing their best to get points here early on, popping a bubble on the tower, which unfortunately does shrink very quickly, but they are able to make it to first checkpoint here. Two members of SAD are unfortunately down, but they do manage to, oh, Cats, of course, here grabbing two members off of NFT robbers here, chasing a third. They do have a tactical grab as a defense. Although Cap is once again here with another big bubbler. We've been seeing a lot of big bubblers from Cap lately.
Yeah, they've been getting a ton of value. We've seen them be so impactful during this game, and it's going to allow SAD to get this early checkpoint almost fully taken care of. But it's just Cats and Goldscar left up, and Goldscar's going to have to back off while Cats gets Trizuka from the tower, and that's three members down on the side of SAD here. Now, members are slowly coming back up, but NFT Robbers is making life very, very difficult, creating so much space so quickly. Cap doesn't even have time to jump out, and now it's just Meteor who's left patrolling this upper right side with the tactical cooler at the ready, but the Zipcaster from Silver can come through and disrupt that very easily. Looking for some picks, not quite going to find any. Actually going to go down two. Both swords are down on the side of NFT Robbers, and that's going to capitalize. That's going to kind of snowball into the shot going down two. However, both swords are back up, finding Goldscar, fighting strong, and forcing the rest of SAD back. Now, Splat has a Trizuka, two shots already used, looking for the third, connects onto Meteor. But now, what else is going to happen here? Tickles pop the crab tank to take control. They've grabbed that first checkpoint on the side of NFT Robbers, and with another special here, another Zipcaster from Silver already on this top right, making life so difficult for Meteor, allowing NFT Robbers to take the lead, and Meteor goes down. There's your pencil. There's your cooler gone. Cap also drops to the double 70s of Silver. This is so good for NFT Robbers. Harshy is just trying to dance around that tower, stay alive for as long as possible. It can be so difficult on this top right side here, Lila.
Absolutely. Looks like there are two members on the side of NFT Robbers just camping that top raid. There's a crab that's out. There's only 6 points left. Although it looks like we're watching as Cap here on the side of Sad is doing their best. They grab another member of NFT Robbers, but Silver is here and they're patrolling. They really don't want Sad to get back in. And I've noticed is they've been doing their best to try to take out Meteor because as your backliner falls, that's when your team comp crumbles. 2 members are down on the side of NFT Robbers. 3 are respawning right now. Looks like Harshi may be the only one left, and they are currently all the way back on the right side. Looks like Gold Scar grabbing Tickle here. They mean business, and although they might have to get essentially what is a knockout, they aren't willing to give up. Gold Scar is definitely doing their best to get their special as fast as possible. And they're doing their best to push Harshi, which they managed to make Harshi move all the way back down that ramp here, but Gold Scar really isn't in the best spot here as Tickle once again grabs another, although Cat grabs them, and as Cat goes down, here comes Cap with a jump, spamming bombs, doing their best to grab people. Unfortunately, looks like their backliner is down, so they are willing to move back here. Cat is still trying to take some names, not afraid of dying. Unfortunately, they do go down to Tickle, and slowly members of NFT Robbers are taking back mid here. I've noticed that they have a lot of pressure on that left side, which isn't allowing anyone to drop and is funneling them into Silver. Zip again grabbing another one on Cat and pushing once back again for Meteor, not grabbing them but still making them of course scared of just what's to happen.
Yeah, and these specials have been put to such great use by NFT Robbers here, just constantly finding picks, creating a ton of space. Like you said, those 2 Stamper specials, the Crab and the Zip, were used just in conjunction beautifully there to funnel people into Silver's Zip or into Tickle's Crab Tank, like vice versa. And it's worked out excellently for them. They have a massive lead, and Sad can barely touch the tower. Cap has to pop the big bubbler instantly on it, and as the sole tip of the spear for Sad, they're going to have to fight multiple members, and it's just not quite going to work on a junior here as NFT Robbers take the second map and go up 2-0.
It still is best of 5, although, so if Sad is able to get a leg back up, they might be able to force a game 4 and a game 5. And whoever does lose this match will still be able to head over to loser's bracket and then possibly re-challenge the winner of this set here.
Yeah, it's not entirely out of the question at all. We are going back to a pretty familiar map for Sad. They've seen some success on it already this tourney. It is Mahi Mahi Splat Zones. We saw them take a pretty tight, pretty solid win on it over Eliter earlier today in the semifinals. But what do they need to change to kind of get back at NFT Robbers, take a game of for themselves right now?
Honestly, I believe that they're also wondering that here because, that first game felt a little bit more in their favor, getting all the way down to 1, with NFT Robbers jumping back and pulling the 1 over on them, grabbing that match. Unfortunately, it seems like the last match wasn't as much in their favor, but they do know this map like the back of their hand. I will say that they've played amazingly in the past on this map, and I think that they feel right at home, and it might be the thing that they're looking for to, get that leg back up, try to get off of the back foot and try to reverse sweep here, which it's still possible, as the match is not over yet, so.
Yeah, it's entirely in the question for Sad. Their momentum can start at a moment's notice. But now I'm just wondering, when is it going to start? Like, are we going to find it like right off the bat here? Are they going to need to get like a good retake out of it, like a clean 4 for 0? Like, what needs to happen for them to like really take control of this? I want to see how they can come back. I want to see them come back. I want to see more games out of this. Let's not have another sweep on stream. It's been only sweeps, it feels like, this entire block.
I will say that it really feels like Sad. They do their best when they're on when they're on zones. So this is something that I'm looking forward to. I'm not gonna hold my breath and think that this is gonna be an easy sweep here. I'm crossing my fingers for a very close match either way. Looks like Gold Scar is currently taking mid as fast as possible, watching on the left side here. Although there is double sword, it isn't double stamper anymore. So we won't see as many zip casters here. It'll be more of a laid back bubble, which looks like, unfortunately, one member of SAD does go down here. We are watching as Azuka does get taken out here as well.
Yeah, it looks like early zone control went to SAD, but now they're suffering the consequences of a retake. However, Penn Meteor is able to find one not before the lead changes, though, and gets traded out here. It's just two members standing tall of SAD in the zone, looking to retake it, finds the pick on the splat as well. Now Tickle is going to have to just find a way to stay alive, not quite going to do so on this Decavitator, and that's a pretty solid retake for SAD here. Goldscar has switched to that 52 gal as well as, and there are several notable like changes in weapons, just the decav and the splash on the side of NFT Robbers, and it's looking pretty good for them. They've already gotten two members down on the side of SAD, and they've gotten a clean retake so far with Silver Zip and everything. The Zuka didn't quite find anything. Goldscar with the jump in is going to drop two Silver Zip caster here. And now SAD are again on this back foot. They weren't even able to grab the lead, so they are quite on the back foot, especially with NFT Robbers going through that entire penalty so quickly.
Absolutely. And we did see Hershey go down here a little bit early, but they were able to jump back in very quickly. I think that Cap switching over to the V-shot might be the thing that they're looking for here. Cap is currently trying to fight Tickle on left side, does manage to grab Tickle through a block here, and looks like Cap is trying to cap Zoda as fast as possible, which they are successful in. There is a crab out from the side of NFT Robbers, but they are grabbed here by Cat. Only one member is left on the side of SAD, although, and that means that they aren't going to be getting that lead that they really, really want. We see Tickle here early getting some damage in from Gold Scar, but unfortunately they do manage to grab Scar before they are able to get their damage in that they're looking for. Two members are down on the side of SAD. Looks like we're seeing kind of a lockout, unfortunately, in mid here. I think that the best play for SAD would be to get their specials as early as possible, but it looks like NFT Robbers isn't even going to allow that. And as I say that, two members of NFT Robbers do go down. We see Cap here doing their best to try to cap zone. They manage to cap zone. One of these stampers on the side of NFT Robbers goes down. Cap also grabs the splash, which means no more crab. They're waiting here with a Trizuka, although they do see that the backlaner on the side of NFT Robbers is waiting for them.
Oh, no.
Did I see that right?
Yeah. That's an unfortunate jump off. However, they do still have control of the zone. Yeah, SAD is able to hold on for quite a while. Tickle does have to pop this bubble just to stay alive. Going to have to get out of it just as the suction bomb comes through. And the zone is still being tightly contested right now. Tickle able to create enough space for NFT Robbers to grab control of it really quickly. But Splat has this crab tank at the ready. Goldscar trying to get around it, but not quite successful at it. And now Splat's just holding on to this left side for as long as humanly possible. There's not much penalty to get through for NFT Robbers from the looks of it. And SAD are really going to need to make a move here pretty quickly. I don't think they're close to that many specials here, but Meteor is in a pretty good spot. Goldscar does go down, though, but gets traded out. That's a big start. However, and you do have a Booyah Bomb from Cats here. You can pop that immediately, maybe pop it on the zoner, on the pencil to shut down a couple of issues. There's two members down on the side of NFT Robbers as well, and the Zuka comes through. That's going to force a full retake for SAD here, and Goldscar stays alive throughout the onslaught of the burst bombs in the 70s from Silver here up until they don't.
Absolutely. That was unfortunate on the side of Goldscar, although we did see some very good plays. Once again, the crab on the side of NFT Robbers getting taken down. Cap is fighting as hard as they can. They don't have the junior paint like they'd like to. Silver goes down to Meteor. Amazing play here from Cat and Meteor working together, pincering Silver. And I mean, I think that that's a very big win for the side of SAD because we both know that Silver was giving a ton of trouble to Meteor earlier on in the last match here. They do, looks like they do take the lead here by 1 point, although it is capped on the side of NFT Robbers. They do lose control. Looks like SAD is back in control. There's only 30 seconds left here. Cat is trying to get that splash on the side of NFT Robbers. They're trying to play patient, but they do get taken out. It looks like NFT Robbers does have an opportunity to try to take back here. There's 30 seconds of penalty pushing through, and then they will need to push through two more main ticks of the zone. Looks like SAD is fighting as hard as they can, fighting Silver, as Silver goes through and grabs Cat. Two members are down on the side of SAD. We watch as Goldscar fights as hard as they can. Unfortunately, it looks like NFT Robbers does grab that wipe, and that is game.
Yeah, tight contest from SAD on that third map, but they're going to head out of Winners Finals. Very aptly named, not quite, a little bit bummed out possibly about getting 3-0 swept. However, they do have a chance if they run it back in grands. NFT robbers have advanced now to your winner side of grand finals for your first Squid Junction this weekend, and now we're going to be looking over at this loser side of the bracket. That's where we're going to be seeing a lot of the teams that we saw earlier today. We saw E-Leader. We didn't get to see Salami quite, but they did get that run back against last minute. And we got Blank versus a team I haven't seen yet. I don't know what to name this, I won't lie. As well, those are going to be... Those 4 teams are in contention for playing against SED in the lower bracket finals. We're going to be waiting on a couple of those results just to see what's happening. It looks like it's Blank versus Salami here for our lower bracket semis. But before that, we're going to be going to a pretty quick break.
Hello, hello, and welcome back to Squid Junction. I believe this is Squid Junction 84, and we are here, Losers Bracket Finals. We're going to be seeing Frowny Face versus Salami. My name is Nell, also known as Nell Fire, and I am joined tonight with Fall.
Hello, lovely people of the stream. Glad to be here. What's now? How have you been now?
I'm doing great today. Played some Party Wheel earlier today. That was quite fun. We kept getting plagued with weapons that we're not quite good at, though, so it was a little bit difficult. But overall, it's been a pretty good weekend day. Really, really cold outside, though, because
Yeah.
it is winter in North America. So I don't know. Is it as cold outside as like here as it is there for you?
No, over here in the great state of Texas, it's fairly warm over here, 60 degrees. That's pretty much what's going on right here.
Yeah,
So, it's quite cozy. Yeah, I'm having a grand
my
time here.
phone is saying it's 24 degrees outside. That is
That's
Fahrenheit,
lovely.
so it's probably much colder in Celsius.
Oh,
But yeah,
I
so
wish I was over there.
it's okay. I'm happy to spend this cold winter's day commentating some really cool squid matches. So we are in losers finals. We are going to be seeing our first map of, well, it just left, but I'm pretty sure we are going to be getting into Ship Shape Cargo Co. I'm not too sure which mode this is, but I am seeing a pencil on both sides, and it's going to be tower control. So it looks like both teams are just trying to get into the middle of the map. They're trying to get set up. They're trying to get a cooler down as quickly as possible. We are seeing the carbon roller trying to just shark a ledge. We're seeing everybody on top left. Everybody is just trying to, make the first push. And it looks like somebody is going to go down on the yellow team side.
It looks like blue team over here is having a great start over here immediately as the pencil is on the tower right here and just having a grand time, just being aggressive right now immediately as, both sides are fighting right now as they are getting close to the first checkpoint right here. Tano doing a great job. I was always being a pencil and, the carbon with Kiri, fighting a little bit of the Cats right there with Blaster, but, Cats getting the pick right there, but immediately popping Booyah Bomb as that Carbon tried to pick him off, but managing to get another pick from the Booyah Blast. So great work, great recovery from, the team of Orange, as it may be their turn to, turn the tides and maybe have their turn to push.
Absolutely. This gives the Frowny Face team a good opportunity to get some points on the board because there were two picks on the side. And I know the blue team is Salami. I'm just letting everybody know that. So Salami is the blue team and Frowny Face is the yellow team. So it looks like even though Salami has a little bit of a lead right now, it could easily be swapped, but two go down. So it seems like Salami is going to hold this lead just a little bit. That's what they needed. They wanted to prevent a lead swap. And so it looks like they're just trying to take some fights. They're trying to make sure that they don't have a lead swap here. We see Velvet just trying to make something happen, trying to take top left, but the bridge is being defended by Frowny Face, unfortunately. So they're going to have to use a few specials to take space. And unfortunately, they are going to go down to a Booyah Bomb, and that is 2 down on the side of Salami and 4 up on the side of Frowny Face. Hopefully, this will be an opportunity for Frowny Face to get some points on the board and maybe even a lead switch as people continue to go down on both sides.
As people do go down on the side of Salami right there, too, unfortunately going down as Cap right there, managing to get a pick right there and an assist. And as Frowny Face are back in the tower, and hopefully they might get the lead after this. But two go down as soon as they pop the bubble. That is quite unfortunate, but great work from Salami here, able to defend their side again and stopping Frowny Face from getting a lead. This is quite a great defense from them.
And a really strong rain placement in order to get some pressure back on Salami's side of the map. The Frowny Face is quite good at defending and also giving some pressure, but it seems like both teams are about as equal as they can be. But this is a great opportunity for Frowny Face to push in with 2 down on the side of Salami. We see some specials being held. We see people just trying to get some coolers. They're trying to make a long push, and that's exactly what they need. They are happy with the lead switch, but I'm pretty sure they want to continue to maybe even get a KO here. We see strikes coming out. It just seems like Salami isn't able to get set up whatsoever. They are already at the final checkpoint, and Frowny Face is not allowing Salami to even, breathe a little bit. They're not allowing them to move in their base. They are wanting the KO, and it seems like that is what they are going to get with 3 down, and that's a wipeout for Salami and a knockout for Frowny Face. I really enjoyed seeing that retake. I feel like they played very patiently. Um, yeah, Salami held the lead, of 55 for quite a long time, but also they were able to play it patient. I think Frowny Face really has the virtue of patience, and they were able to, make it sway in their favor. But what did you notice from that?
Well, I noticed that bit from the side of Salami that, obviously, in the beginning, their defense was quite well due to that fact that they had a carbon. So, and, as you know, carbons are very menacing, just hiding in the ink and just waiting for the right moment to just strike ahead. But Brownie Face did manage to, pull ahead, compose themselves and, try to deal with that carbon and also the other teams as well. And, once they figured that out, Salami's defense just went crumbling down and Brownie Face managed to get a wonderful KO.
Yeah, it just looked like Salami got caught in an endless stagger towards the end, and I've been VOD reviewing Ship Shape Tower quite frequently recently, and just trying to get used to that map. And if the other team does not allow you to take your own space, then it's pretty much over. You'll kind of just have to trade specials in order to take space back. So yeah, I will say Frowny Face wasted no time trying to take their space, and yeah, it worked out for them quite well. And so next up, we are going to be seeing Rainmaker on Undertow Spillway.
Under Tofu, as we do have a little bit of a UI mistake right here, but as it is the showing that the next match is Tay-C Ship Shape, even though we already have covered that already, so that's
Yes,
fine.
so
We
the
have
the
those.
correct next map is going to be Rainmaker
Ooh,
Undertow, and then the
there you
map
go.
after that, I believe, is going to be a zones map. We are not too sure which one it is going to be yet, but we'll see. That is assuming that Salami is going to take the next game, because this is a best of 3 set. If Frowny Face takes Rainmaker Undertow, then we won't have to worry about what the third map is, and so looks like we won't really have to, question that much more, as we see a few changes to comps. I see a zap instead of a pencil. It looks like they're opting to not go with a backline, instead going with a Nautilus on the side of Frowny Face. And as a Splatling lover, I am very excited to see how they cook with this comp, especially on this type of map. This map tends to be very much stalematey unless somebody makes the first move. And as we can see with 1 down on the side of Frowny Face, they are going to try and ride that momentum, but unfortunately, they are traded out for 2. So this is the opportunity for Frowny Face to get some points on the board, and they are taking it to the left check, wasting no time, breaking the check quite easily with little to no pushback.
Wasting no time indeed. It looks like Frowny Face is already starting a speed run already, just immediately rushing in to the base of Salami right here, trying to get that KO so desperately as they need. But right here, the dualies from the side of Salami managing to pick off one guy and immediately popping off Crab. But thankfully not passing away from this Rainmaker explosion as Salami manages to get the Rainmaker right there. So great work from Salami, managing to stop away Frowny Face from pushing even further. But 42 points remaining. That is a great start for Frowny Face. But at last, still 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. So Salami has plenty of time to recover back and take back a lead here.
Absolutely. And so it looks like Salami kind of rushed a little bit. They rushed their retake just enough to forget that there is a blaster on their side, and that blaster was able to get incredible value of them being behind and just being ignored by Team Salami. And so this just allows them to stagger their push even further. But with 2 down on the side of Frowny Face and 2 specials up at the same time, we just keep seeing the same numbers being traded back and forth, as, we just keep fighting. And now there's about 2 minutes down, there's 3 minutes left on the clock. It is just almost a bloodbath at this point. But Frowny Face is not wasting any time. They are not complacent with their lead of 42. They really, really, really want to try and get a knockout here. They are not comfortable with it being at 42. They are going to try and push it, but it is enticing Salami to use their specials a little bit early, just try and get them out of here, but it's not going to work. They are just going to continue to try and dance around the grates to try and get some score on the board, and with 1 up, this may be match for them.
Oh yeah, frowny face are taking their time indeed, rather than just immediately rushing in, pushing in, and it worked off in the end. As now frowny face had pushed it to 13 points remaining, so great work from them. Obviously taking their time, during that whole time of just not rushing in, and obviously letting their teammates get those picks. So obviously have more space to push in. And with that, Frowny Face manages to push even more with 8 points remaining. So things are looking very high pressure for Salamis. But with 2 minutes remaining, there's still a bit of time left for, that good old grand push for them to maybe get this lead back and possibly get a win from them.
Absolutely. It's not impossible at all. They just are probably going to have to knock out unless something amazing happens and they get it to points of 7 or something. But, Salami is going to have to work very, very hard to try and get a knockout. That's essentially what they're playing for right now. And they have a numbers advantage, and strikes are coming out. They're able to shred the Booyah, and they get some great numbers off of Frowny Face, thankfully for them. And they are able to break checkpoint. And so it's looking like a good push for them if they're able to keep it up. I would like to see them, try and get a few more picks before they're able to comfortably push. But nobody's grabbing Rainmaker right now. It doesn't seem like they're in a opportune place, or there's not an opportune player to grab it. Ooh, and it just reset back to mid. Oh, and with 3 down on the side of Salami, it's going to be rough to try and get another push going, but I believe that they're able to if they are able to lock in the last minute.
Yeah, that was a tremendous work from Frowny Face, just locking away Slalami from just pushing into the side of, Frowny Face's base right there. Just they managed to get the first checkpoint, but after that, that was just near impossible, just not being able to grab the Rainmaker. And with that, Salami, so my goodness, suffers a wipeout, giving Frowny Face a grand opportunity to just push and maybe get the KO right here as the bucket goes down, the dualies go down, as the V shot right there pops up the Zuka, but Salami managing to get suffering another wipeout again. So this could look like Frowny Face might get the KO, just ending Salami's suffering right here. But no, Salami manages to take away the Rainmaker with just 1 remaining point remaining. Things are not looking good for Salami as 3 go down again, and Frowny Face are doing tremendously work. A good job. Just oh my goodness, just spawn camping Salami right here, as Salami does not even have enough time to pop the Ranger, but yes, they do, as overtime is starting off right now. So now they finally have a breather to just step back and pull off a Hail Mary of a comeback.
Ooh, but
But
with an
unfortunately,
blank that they weren't able to see, that is the end of Salami's run for tonight at Squid Junction.
oh man, that was just poorly aged what I just said. Like immediately after I said that, that flank just came out of nowhere and just
I
immediately picked
mean,
off that Rainmaker.
I'll be honest, I did notice them sharking on the side, but I didn't really comment on it. I was just gonna see if the players noticed, and it seemed like they did not notice the flank,
No,
unfortunately. But
no.
that means that we are going to see Frowny Face in grand finals against NFT Robbers, which is going to be an absolute treat.
Exactly. Kudos to Frowny Face for making it all the way to grand finals. Great redemption. Finally promoting themselves all the way up to winners bracket. But hey, do not fret on Salami. They had a wonderful run managing to get to losers bracket finals. So obviously don't let that, discouragement get to Salami. They did their best. So great work from them
No, I
pushing it
think they
through
I
the
think they
end.
put up a fantastic fight. It was just kind of, inopportune timing with Rainmaker grabs and everything else of the sort. So it's going to be a little bit as we're able to get into the room. NFT Robbers against Frony Face. And so as I'm looking at the roster, NFT Robbers has a very large roster. They have
Oh yeah.
about a full basketball team on their roster. So I'm curious to see what we're gonna see coming from NFT Robbers. I will say that I did not commentate their previous sets, so I'm going in completely blind.
Ah, me too, and likewise as well. And yeah, as you said, like the full squad is there, and like every single one of them has played a game since none of their names have been crossed out. Because in Sendo, whenever your name is crossed out, that means like you haven't really played a game. But here, I'm looking at it, no crosses in either member of NFT Roberts. So that's how you know you're facing with a team that really wants to play this game and wants to win this tournament.
They are going to be robbing those NFTs, let's put it this way. And of course, we all know that the NFTs that they are talking about are likely the Sendo badges themselves. I call them the
Hmm.
Sendo NFTs. We love them so much. But yeah.
Exactly. Hey, but it's okay to rob normal NFTs, okay? Just take the screenshot, save the image. Who cares
Just
what those
simply right
NFT
click
bros have to
save.
say?
It's simple
Exactly.
as.
And then those NFT bros will just cope and say,
Actually, it's not the original image, so you're just yeah, cope.
I mean, you don't own the net code for the image, unfortunately, so you'll
mm-hmm,
never be the true sole owner of that beautiful bored ape.
exactly. As I'm taking 1,000 images and ruining the value of that NFT, even though, well, it was already useless to begin with.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I honestly really I know people complain a lot about Splatoon pickup culture, but I'm really living for the team names. I think that the team names are funny. I really I
Yeah.
mean, it is a frowny face, but also in Sendo it's an emoji, which is the frowny face emoji. So I think that
Yeah.
adds like really good context that it's not just a frowny face, it's the frowning emoji.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess you can say pickup teams are like a double-edged sword. It's like obviously it's not really a full team. So the team members within those pickup teams aren't really committed to, being together for the long term, but hey, it's funny to sing their names. It can be goofy at
Absolutely.
times, so you're gonna
I
have to
mean,
commend
they
that.
are very strong individual players, and I am curious. I really like to see just different silly little names.
Hmm. Exactly.
But yeah, I am really excited to see the matches because Frowny Face did put up a really strong fight. I think they're going to be strong contenders for NFT robbers. I mean, it is like seed 1 versus seed 2, so we are going to be seeing the best of the best tonight once they are able to get everything situated, ban their maps, do what they need to do.
We're looking at an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object moment right here. So can't wait to see.
Absolutely.
Hmm
Absolutely.
hmm But yes, we are waiting for teams to finish up their banning phase right here. And now we shall wait for the staff to unlock this match and hopefully get this match underway pretty quickly.
I mean, I know they wanna waste no time getting their NFT.
Of course, we got to get that NFT. All right, it is like a rush for them to get that, and I don't blame them. I would too.
I think Sendo badges are cool. I like them.
Yeah, some of the budgets are cool. They're nice. They're lovely, like little tiny pixelated
I
charm
only have
things.
1, but
I have 2.
I have 69 copies of it.
I have 2, but I do not have any copies of those NFT badges.
LOL, everybody point and laugh.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Was-
Alright, so it looks like we're gonna get into the map list here. We're seeing pretty, usual maps. We're seeing zones, Mako Mart, which is just, a very common map you see at high level
Mhm.
play. It is just kind of jack of all trades. It's just you see it all the time, and I genuinely really like seeing people play this map just because it it's honestly one of the best maps that they could have ported over from Splatoon 2. I'm not personally good at this map, but I do think it gives a lot of opportunities to show what competitive play is like because it's just you need to be aware of every corner of this map in order to succeed in a reverse push.
Not only that, but when you think about it, it's just 2 teams fighting in a grocery store. So, that's something to think about.
I mean, I did used to work at the grocery store, so I really, me and this map, we go way back.
Exactly. You wish like a bunch of squids and octos just fought each other in the store. That's something you
Honestly, it would
probably
be really
wished.
good entertainment.
Exactly. And with the next match, with the second round being, one of my favorite map mode of all time in this game, being Rainmaker Humpback. I just love this map mode. Well,
I mean, why do you like this map mode? I know that it's pretty I feel like a lot of people dislike Humpback just because they don't really like the terrain.
well, it compensates it because it's Rainmaker, and Rainmaker's my favorite mode. So I'll
Okay,
take
but
any map.
why do you like Humpback?
Because I like to flank around the left side and surprise people. And when the
Mhm.
other team, when listen, when we are pushing the Rainmaker and that Rainmaker just leaves, over there, and the enemy team doesn't grab it, that gives me a perfect opportunity to just grab it and just get a sneaky KO, which I
Ooh.
have done multiple times. And every time that I've done it, I just burst out laugh.
And a prediction has been started in the chat. Everybody go funnel your channel points to go bet on who you think will win in order to get big payouts. Everybody should go gamble their points away right now.
Exactly. Yes, we the commentators of Squid Junction are telling you to gamble away your Twitch points, please. Get
Yes,
gambling.
but just your Twitch points. Don't gamble real money. But
Exactly. Don't go to PayPal or Cash App, whatever kind of financial app you use. Okay, just use your Twitch points instead of money. Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm giving a warning because
Yeah.
no gambling. Gambling is no good.
Okay, well, you can gamble on Dapple Productions, twitch.tv/Dapple Productions. That is a good use of your channel points, in my opinion. You can get huge payout. Just think about the huge payout.
Exactly. Imagine all those Twitch points just
I
multiplying.
mean, it's pretty split down the middle right now. It's at 53 versus 40. It's at 51. Okay, now it's changing up. Now
No,
it's
it's just
changing up.
changing
People are
rapidly, like
yeah,
70%.
people are really kind of are betting their odds now.
No, yeah. Now it's just 69. Oh, 69% to Franny Face. That's nice. Had to.
Yes. Okay.
Oh no, now it's back to 65%. But still, though, the majority of people are just betting on Franny Face to win this set. So, a lot of
I
people
mean,
have good
do you
faith.
think it's more like underdog faith, or do you think they actually believe in Frowny Face? I believe in Frowny Face, but
Yeah,
NFT Robbers is kind of like a squad of the most powerful people ever.
right. That,
Yeah.
or the viewers have seen what Franny Face I did back in losers brackets, so it's kind of like
Oh,
what they
absolutely.
saw recently. So,
Oh, it's split down the middle now. That's
oh,
crazy.
there you go. Oh no,
Okay.
now she's
I
back
like I like I like
64%.
commentating on you guys fighting with channel points. You guys should keep doing that. That's fun.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, click on those switch points. Come on. Sure, you might
Yeah.
burn it if your team that you bet on lose, but hey, it's good to see the numbers just spike up.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's all in good faith. It's
Exactly.
all in good faith. And honestly, it's a really good way to show your support for the teams, even if you're not active in chat. And so now
Ooh,
with grand finals, we are going to see Frowny Face versus NFT Robbers here on Mako Mart Zones. We are seeing
woohoo.
a two swords
Ooh,
on
yeah.
the side of NFT Robbers. I am curious to see how that's going to work for them. They are a very quick paced comp. They are wasting no time trying to get to mid. They have very, very fast weapons, very powerful weapons. And I'm seeing a Battle Junior on the side of Frowny Face. I don't think we saw that previously. I'm curious to see the bomb spam.
And with that, Frowny Face manages to get the zones back, but oh my goodness, zones is back to being neutral right here, as it is a battleground right here, as Frowny Face manages to take back zones right here and just completely decreasing it on their favor right here, as Gold Scar right here being in the middle right here, just juking all the way those shots right there. So Frowny Face is doing a great job right here, just popping off their specials and just backing off NFT Robbers from just pushing on into mid and taking back zones right here, and they're doing a great job. But however, two are down, so it's less people now to defend the zones right here. So this is a great opportunity for NFT Roberts to just get back right here. As zones is being back to neutral, and with Silver with the Zipcaster not being able to get the pick right there off that pencil, but zones is still being neutral right here, and it looks like NFT Roberts get back zones and immediately taking away their penalty points. So good work from NFT Roberts to get back the zones.
Absolutely. I think that was a very well calculated retake. And looks like NFT Robbers is getting pushed off of right stack on this side. Gold Scar is a bit pushed up, but ooh, they are able to get taken out. It looks like NFT Robbers is not allowing Frowny Face to get set up properly, which is exactly what they want. They want to get in their face. They want to prevent them from getting on that left edge, that left stack area. And we see XO Tickle trying to do a sneaky little flank, but getting caught. But it does buy them some precious time. It buys them the time to get the lead swap. And with only 20 points left on the board, looks like Frowny Face is going to have to really try and make something happen here. And with two down, they are able to get the cap and the zone flip.
I mean, that was just a great retake from Frowny Face, and looked like NFT Robbers was getting close to getting that KO, but thankfully, with Frowny Face, obviously being a little bit more composed, they work together in order to get back zones right here. And it looks like, ooh, Lazuka right here coming back from NT Roberts, but not being able to get any picks right there as the last shot does end right there. Not getting anybody as this, ooh, my goodness, sword right there does go down from the side of NT Roberts. Another sword goes down. Another one goes down from NT Roberts. So this is a great opportunity for Frowny Face to just, get that KO and reverse, lead right here. But it looks like right here, NT Roberts immediately comes back and take back zones right here. As two go down from the side of Frowny Face. So great work from NT Roberts, just immediately taking back zones right here. It is now their turn for being the defenders right here.
I just want to comment on the beautiful sprinkler placement we're seeing. I really love on this map in particular, and also on ramen when they put the sprinkler on the ramen bowl up top. I think it's very inconvenient position, and it just is able to paint the zone for free. I just wanted to shout out that beautiful sprinkler placement. But yeah, like you were saying, they are getting their penalty points down, and unless Frowny Face is able to kind of force something to happen, they are going to have to get the flip, and they are able to get good penalty points on the side of NFT Robbers. That'll buy them some time. That's exactly what they need. It just seems like both teams are just fighting. They are both trying to fight to get their Sendo NFT as much as possible. Both the teams very much want the win, and we can see that. I can see Silver on the right side trying to make a play, but it's just a little bit off sync with their teammate that has the hammer. Unfortunately, two to go down on the side of NFT Robbers. That was just a desync from their teammates, and it seems like they're going to get into a short little stagger, and I feel like NFT Robbers is kind of freaking out a little bit. They're going to have to make something happen fast if they're going to have to get a lead switch, but it looks like the map is going to flip.
No, yes, it did. Oh my goodness. NFT Roberts managed to flip it at a dire moment with 1 point remaining for Frowny Face. They just needed 1 more point in order to get that KO. But NFT Roberts just said, nope, we're not going to let you take that KO. We're going to, keep this match going on and on until we get that KO. As, NFT Roberts are nearing to end of their little bit of punishment points right here. As Wipeout suffers from the side of Frowny Face right here. So this is a great opportunity for NFT Roberts to get the KO as the penalty points are down. And it looks like NFT Roberts are going to get this KO. So tremendous work from NFT Roberts managing to get back the zones on that, heart attack moment right there. Just needed that moment to take back zones because obviously Frowny Face were just going to get that KO. But thankfully, they managed to get back zones and immediately get that reverse sweep.
That was crazy to watch just because NFT Robbers was in almost an endless stagger, it seemed like. I'm not even sure how they were able to get the people back up to focus on zone, but you can tell that these are top players because they just kind of locked in on what they all needed to do. They were like, we're not going to go down without a fight, and we want that penalty point on the board on your side. So that's exactly what they did. And then they just did a hold that Frowny Face was unable to get back from. But I do think that these teams are very evenly balanced. So I'm curious to see how a map like Humpback Pump Track will be different for their teams.
Yeah. As you said before, especially in that, match, it was just a back and forth on that fighting for zones. So that's how you know that this set is not one-sided. And, as you said, this is Humpback now. And obviously, Humpback can be quite of a snowball-ly of a map. Because obviously, once you get that push, get that first checkpoint, whenever you play, how you might get that instant KO as soon as you, push into it. But, we'll see which side gets that opportunity.
I mean, I think it was NFT Robbers that had the 2 swords. They have a very, very quick comp. So I would not be surprised at all if they were just already in their little elbow on the left side, just already in their faces, already knocking on the door, probably within like 20 seconds of the match. I would absolutely not be surprised by that. Just, these are very powerful teams, and I am honestly really excited to see the Nautilus back. I think that was a really good pick against that team comp, especially considering the two the short and mid range shooters that they decided to go with. So yeah, I am excited to see how this next match is going to go. And here we are on Grand Finals, Game 2. Humpback RM. And we're not seeing a pencil, we're seeing a zap and I believe that's just a regular splatter scope.
Yes, it
I
is.
really like the short range comp on the side of NFT Robbers. It looks fun, it looks joyous, and I would hate to be playing against it, let's put it that way.
And with NFT Roberts getting a Rainmaker pop and obviously getting a pop, getting a pick, unfortunately, with that S Flash just exploding with that Rainmaker pop right there. As NFT Roberts doing a tremendous work, popping off the vac, protecting the Rainmaker. But unfortunately, the Rainmaker does go down as soon as that, ink vac, finishes off, sucking and, throwing away the explosion. As Frowny Face gets the opportunity to get mid control right here, just picking off, as many people as they can, just pushing NFT robbers back into their base right here. So this might be an opportunity, but oh my goodness, Silver right here popping off a crap, just stopping Frowny Face from picking up that Rainmaker for a little bit, just delaying their push right here. But as that crab does go down, NFT Roberts still managing to get that Rainmaker back and maybe get that checkpoint, but no, Cat's right there with a tremendous work right there, getting the pick as soon as NFT Roberts picked up that Rainmaker right here, but going down to Silver right there. But two go down from the side of Frowny Face, so this is a great opportunity from NFT Roberts. But the bubble pop right there. But oh no, they immediately shredded away as NFT Roberts looking like they might get the checkpoint, but no, the Meteor being an absolute menace right here, just pushing away H from getting that checkpoint right there. So tremendous work from them as the Gal manages to get the Rainmaker.
I just keep seeing Team Frowny Face get like 2 or 3 specials, not find an opportune time to pop them, and then just end up being crumbled. It's unfortunate to see because NFT Robbers is just taking their space and being very aggressive about it, and they are very confident they're getting these picks, and they are just not even allowing Team Frowny Face to get any of their specials out. It just seems like the Frowny Face team is really, really trying to, wait to get an opportune moment, but they just can't really see this opportune moment. They just have to make something happen. And as you can see, it looks like they're trying to make something happen here. Huge pick for Gold Scar. It looks like they are going to take the left flank, try and go behind, like how you said before. But they're caught out with 2 down on the side of Frowny Face. And I believe that they can make a comeback because, the points really aren't that different.
No, the points aren't really different either, but that was a great flag from that, Gal right there. They did manage to get a pick off, which I noticed right there. But Meteor, oh my goodness, getting the pick off with the Rainmaker right there as, oh my goodness, this is quite a battleground right here, just fighting off right here, momentarily right here. But, NFT Roberts managing to get the Rainmaker, but, Silver going down from that S-Blast, but nobody really has a moment right here to grab the Rainmaker and have starting a moment right here. But Cats were here with the Booyah Bomb, so this could be an opportunity for Frowny Face to grab the Rainmaker and get that checkpoint break as they do. So that was a great coordination, just throwing away that Booyah Bomb into NFT Roberts, checkpoint right there and getting that checkpoint break in.
Absolutely. And so now it seems like NFT Robbers is going to have to do a little bit of a plan switch, but they did not anticipate the flank. And we see the flank coming into play right here, but it seems like they may get caught out. We don't know. And it's 2 down on the side of Frowny Face. They are being forced out of NFT Robbers' zone area. And honestly, the map is really in favor of NFT Robbers. They have much more paint to play with, to move around with. They have the defense in order to do it. And I know that Frowny Face is kind of, treating them, they are, I can't even find my words right now.
And that's okay. You take your breather as now. But NFT Roberts manages to get the checkpoint as the lead right now for Frowny Face is crumbling away with just a 1-point lead. All that NFT Roberts has to do is just pick up that Rainmaker and just literally move just 1 centimeter. Just all they have to do is just slightly move their left joystick and they get the lead right there. But the Rainmaker does get reset. So as with 2 down from Frowny Face, so this is a great opportunity for NFT Roberts to get that Rainmaker checkpoint as the pencil is the only one remaining on the base of Frowny Face right there. So this is a great opportunity for NFT Roberts to get that lead right here. As they do, they might get the lead. Yes, they do. As the hammer gets hooked off right here. But the Rainmaker does go down as 1 is remaining from the side of NFT Roberts. But Silver right here manages to get a pick pick right here, still being alive, trying to get as much picks as they can. Yes, they did. They managed to get it. Silver is doing a tremendous work right here, still being in the base of Frowny Face and just completely delaying. And if Frowny Face's push right here, so this is just a great work from NFT Roberts, just being aggressive as possible as they can, especially during these last seconds into the match as we are going to overtime. And it is now Frowny Face's turn to maybe get the comeback from them.
I will say NFT Robbers does a fantastic job at staying alive when they need to. I don't know. They are just incredibly slippery. They know what to do to stay alive. And I believe that they are able to Frowny Face is able to make a comeback, but it's going to be a tremendous uphill battle against this wall of a team. But with the VAC, they're trying to get the VAC, but it didn't work.
No.
I mean, you don't normally see VAC in high-level play, but I'm very happy to see it being used. As you can see, it was basically what bought them the win in order to make sure that Frowny Face is not able to touch the Rainmaker whatsoever. And so I believe that this is match point, best of 5. So it seems like NFT Robbers is slated to win unless Frowny Face is able to make a comeback and take a game off of them. So I'm curious to see if their game plan is going to change at all with what we've seen. Both teams are incredibly equal. They're both very skilled. I think it's just a battle of game plan in the end. It's not even a battle of skill anymore because both teams seem to be at the same skill level.
I mean, yeah, obviously with NFT Roberts just needing one more game to obviously win this tournament, Frowny Face just needs to have an immediate game plan. Obviously, they need to, get in their little group session right here and just obviously say, hey, we need to calm down for a bit. We need to see what went wrong in those, previous 2 matches. Let's see what we can do to fix those problems and hopefully, turn this set, to our favor. But, obviously, as you said in the Rainmaker match, NFT Roberts was great work being aggressive, and especially with that VAC. Obviously, as you said, Ink VAC isn't really, seen in the high level, but obviously when it's there, they know how to use it. And it was in their favor because, there was not a single sword in Frowny Face's side because obviously, as you know, Ink's VAC is, sword just counters Ink VAC tremendously. So, and as you know, NFT Roberts had 2 swords with that Ink VAC, so they were well protected.
That I think that NFT Robbers has this basically just proves that sword is the weapon class with the highest skill ceiling, in my opinion. That is shown with Wiper, that's shown with Decav, that is shown with just Splatana Stamper. It has the highest skill ceiling of any weapon class in this game. And I'm kind of it's really admirable that we're able to see Frowny Face, make it so far without a sword on their team and with a junior on their team as a bubble option. So I really like to see that. And we are going into match point of grand finals right here, right now. We are seeing Frowny Face versus NFT Robbers. We are seeing a junior, a lot of short range, but also a lot of long range with 2 pencils on both sides. I expected nothing less from this map mode. But yeah, let's get right into it.
Let's get right into it. Indeed, as oh my goodness, the stamper from the side of NT Roberts goes down immediately as the bubble is immediately popped on the side of Frowny Faces right here. So this is a great start from them, trying to get near the first checkpoint, but not being able to get it as Frowny Faces are backing off away from tower. But the junior right there getting on. Oh no, goodness, yeah, there is a DC right here as the junior immediately enters the match. As it is in the rule book that if a DC happens, very early on in the game has to be reset and restarted.
That's unfortunate.
Unfortunately, indeed, from the side of what was that? Frowny Face? Was that a DC
I think
from
it was.
Frowny Face?
I think it was a DC from Frowny Face. It is, alas, internet. You know how it is with Nintendo internet. But
I know.
Yeah, I mean, it does give us a little bit of a look into what both teams were cooking. I will say that NFT Robbers was going quite quickly. They were hungry for the win as much as possible. I am not surprised that we saw a pencil on both sides. With this long map, you really need the range. But, I mean, I really hope that, I honestly, I'm toxic and I really want Frowny Face to force a bracket reset. I think that would be fun.
That would be fun to see, guys. We'd love to see a reverse sweep, but, in a situation like this, I don't don't know. NFT Roberts with how they play, they might.
Well,
Chances
they
are that.
are a force to be reckoned with, but I do believe that these teams are pretty equal in skill at the same
Oh yeah,
time.
of course.
It's just you kind of at a certain point, I think that Frowny Face kind of plays from what I've seen with these few games, they play a little bit safe. I'm not saying safe in a bad way. I'm saying they're kind of wait patiently for a good
Yeah, yeah.
opportunity. But with the teams such as NFT Robbers Caliber, it's difficult to find that opportunity to go in. I feel like you're kind of just going to be permanently waiting for a good opportunity if you can't really find one, you know?
Yeah, I feel like in moments like those, you have to have find a spot or like an opportunity in order to push forward rather than just
Mhm.
obviously waiting, just patiently, just kind of fighting in mid and just saying, ooh,
Mhm.
oh, that's the spot, that's the moment where we're doing the pushes. Like, oh
Mhm.
no, we got to push in, be aggressive as them, fight fire with fire as we are restarting the match. So, let's get back into this and hopefully we'll have a very stable connection on either team. So, yes, let's get into it.
Hashtag $20 a year indeed. Let's get that bread as somebody will make it out tonight with a Sendo NFT. We are seeing both teams just trying to get paint on the ground, trying to get their specials up, trying to get mid. We already see the splash with their crab ready, but alas, they are not able to get it popped with 2 down on the side of NFT Robbers and 1 down on the side of Frowny Face. This gives Frowny Face the opportunity to get some points on the board, and they're able to pop a beautiful bubble, but they can't really sustain this push that much though because there's not a lot of team members in front of the tower. And so unfortunately, their push is going to collapse, but they did have a very strong opening even if they weren't able to get a lot of points out of it. And so, we're seeing a lot of different specials being popped right now from NFT Robbers as they are doing their counter push.
Yeah, that was just oh my! I just saw him right there. That was just an unfortunate move from the wife right there. They had their hammer right there, trying to get throwing away from trying to get a pick off, but that tent pole just stopped it, just, from getting a pick right there. So it's just a really funny moment from that wiper. It's just so sad trying
Mhm.
to get that pick, but unfortunately the tent pole just stopped it. But Funny Face are having a breather right here. They do have the map control right here on mid, so and they are on towers, so they are nearing
Mhm.
into the checkpoint right here as the bubble is, securing that push even more. So, but NFT Roberts immediately shutting off that bubble with a flank right there on the wiper, but immediately going down. But
Ooh,
oh my goodness,
they're able to hit
members
the
are
lead
just
swap.
going. Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness. And we have a delay wipe from the side of NFT Roberts. So this is a great opportunity for Frowny Face to get that checkpoint as they do get the lead right here and are closing near to breaking that checkpoint with the Booyah Bomb going away on top right, which is a great, obviously spot to throw that Booyah Bomb. Just stop people from just pushing on and pushing away the tower from that
Mhm.
top right spot as Frowny Face are being back into the second checkpoint right here, but two go down from the side of Frowny Face right here as they are fighting in tower as NFT Roberts manages to take away Frowny Face from the tower and obviously them having a breather, and it's now probably their opportunity to push again.
Absolutely. They know the right time to back up. They know that they're like, we can't push this anymore. We have to give them some space. We have to defend now. And it seems like that S Blast is really getting a lot of value out of their picks. They're able to get a few, but unfortunately, Frowny Face has 3 down, and so this gives NFT Robbers almost like a red carpet into their little base right here as we're seeing the zip come out. They're trying to wreak some havoc on top right, trying to prevent people from getting to top right because, on this map, what you really want to get through this first checkpoint and into the second checkpoint, you really want one of your teammates to be up there on that top right area, just trying to prevent somebody else from ruining your day and getting points. Because, I've often had to jump off of tower because there's a bucket up there sloshing over the ledge or something like that. So I think that's what we're seeing right now. We already see Silver up there with the zip, but yeah, like with a Zipcaster, you don't really have to wait for that opportunity. You don't have to wait for Tower to be there to jump. So that gives NFT Robbers a little bit of more flexibility with their maps, with their matches that we aren't really seeing with Frowny Face. And so Frowny Face is just trying to defend as much as possible. We see the pencil being pushed out of an opportune position. They have to regroup, they have to reset. They're getting back in there. And it just seems like NFT Robbers knows when to pop their specials at the right time. It just seems like they understand what they need to do and what they need to defend from in order to get a good push in.
And with that, Fountain Face is just doing a tremendous job just defending, just stopping NFT robbers from just going into the first checkpoint and trying to break that. Obviously, as you said, perfectly timed special pushes, and then Swatchly, that S-Blast just being an absolute menace, still flanking right there, being behind, but, NFT robbers catching onto that flank and just pushing back away that S-Blast as they do jump away, but, as they are forward, getting near to getting that first checkpoint, but to go down from the side of NFT robbers, but that pencil right now still being on that checkpoint, but Frowny Face getting that pick off from that pencil right here. So it is now their turn to push this tower back into NFT Roberts' base.
I don't know. To me, it seems like this match is definitely in Frowny Face's favor. Unless NFT Robbers is able to really lock in and get a solid lead switch happening, I'm not sure. But with 2 down on the side of Frowny Face and 2 specials up for NFT Robbers, that's probably what they're equipped for. They've done this type of thing before. They were able to have a little bit of a retake. We saw it in the first match. We saw it in the second match. Frowny Face was able to get some numbers. The other team was able to get some as well, but in the end, it always was NFT Robbers that was able to get the lead swap. And so we're not really seeing anybody contest the tower firsthand right now. They are collapsing on whoever even attempts to look at the tower wrong. Ooh, but with the overtime, all they need to do is touch the tower. But Silver's able to capture it. If they're able to get oh my god, it's a bloodbath on the tower, dude. Oh my god,
oh my
it's
goodness,
just a pencil.
right there.
It's just a pencil. Oh my god. And that makes it not a knockout for NFT Robbers. That makes it 2-1 for 1 on Frowny Face. Is this the reverse sweep that we have been waiting for?
This might be it. This might be the reverse sweep as Frowny Face finally get the victory royale. I'm saying that because one of their members is called Gold Scar, and that is definitely a Fortnite reference. That is totally not me being biased because I love Fortnite, but yes, that is a victory royale from the side of Frowny Face. Give them the dubs. Give them a round of applause for them.
I mean, I'm honestly just happy to see Robo Ramen Zones because I really do love this map.
Exactly. We love ramen.
I can't wait to see more silly sprinkler placements on the ramen bowl. That's one of my favorite things about this map, not gonna lie.
Listen, when it's on your team, yes, but if it's on the other team, no. It's quite a pain in your case.
Okay, yeah, but it's funny.
Yeah, annoying funny, which is not good.
It's still kind of funny. But yeah, the tower scramble at the end was just kind of hilarious to watch. I feel like every single member of both teams was just jumping in, trying to make something happen until it was just the pencil left. And I felt so bad for that pencil, dude. Man.
You gotta give credit though, they fought until the very end. So
okay. This is my TED talk on why we need to buff Sprinkler.
No.
Yes. We need to buff Sprinkler now. And top 10 reasons why we need to buff Sprinkler.
But I don't want to die to a Sprinkler. That's so embarrassing.
Yeah, but it's funny.
That's true, but still, that was quite a funny moment. Just everyone just super jumping into the tower. You just love to have those moments in PC.
I'm curious to see if that really just kind of threw NFT Robbers off their game a little bit. If that just one match was like, all right, maybe we should really, really lock in now. Or if they, view Frowny Face as a big contender. I think this is the first game that Frowny Face has taken off of NFT Robbers. So maybe they're starting to really know their game plan now, which I really like to see. It only took a few games, but they're like, okay, I know how to beat these guys. We've done it before. It's possible. Let's do it again. And they just need to do it again. So we aren't going to have to guess anymore as the grand finals match point. All we need to see. So we are going to need to see another win from Frowny Face unless NFT Robbers is going to take this match. So we aren't seeing any, I believe, no weapon changes in this.
Oh, we are seeing a different changes. NFT Robbers going double stamper right here. Yeah.
Instead of a wiper. Yeah. So they are opting to not have the hammer. They are opting to have instead a crab strikes and 2. I mean, if it is a really good weapon, what's better than this? 2 of them.
Exactly. And, NFT Robbers are, getting off to a great start right here. Obviously, stopping, Frowny Face from decreasing, points on their favor. Immediately, taking the lead away from Frowny Face. So this is a great start for NFT Robbers, pushing off their special with the Ink Strike, managing to get the Junior away as, oh my goodness, this is a complete almost wipeout right here as 3 go down. Yes, in a wipeout fully. And so this is a great opportunity for NFT Roberts to get inside of Frowny Face's base right here and just completely lock them out from pushing again right here. So tremendous aggression from NFT Roberts.
As much as I love this map, it is pretty miserable on retake, I will say that, because you don't really have a lot of options unless you are able to coordinate your specials, and that's exactly what we're seeing right here. We see, I think 3 picks with that one Zuka, and that was beautiful. That was the opportunity that Frowny Face needed in order to get the lead swap, and they are wasting no time, absolutely just kind of invading NFT Robbers' space, denying them space. That's exactly what we want to see. We want to see them scramble. We want to see, Frowny Face really take space here. And it seems like they probably aren't all on the same page, because it seems like the S-Blast was the only one that was really able to push up and get some value off of their picks, but they didn't really have the support that they needed. And so they have to back up a little bit, and the zone is back in NFT Robbers' favor.
But Frowny Face is fully stacked on specials right here, as the Pen did throw away their soda, but with the rest of the team popping off their special right here with the Booyah Bomb coming in and the Zuga coming in back with the bubble coming in from the Junior, managing to get back the zone. So great work from Frowny Face, just completely using all their specials right here in order to get back that zones. But the Ink Strike managing to get back the zones on NFT Roberts' favor right here as 3 go down from the side of Frowny Face, as we do see a delay wipe right here as NFT Roberts gets back the zones and are now their turn to be the aggressors right here.
I think we just need to see another godly Zuka on the side of Frowny Face in order to get those picks from far away. I feel like NFT Robbers is giving up a lot of space right now. I feel like Frowny Face just has to take advantage of that, but with strikes coming out, their way of entry is blocked, so they are just not able to get anything out of it. And with another Zuka coming out, they're trying to make it happen again. They're trying to just put some penalty on the board, because with 15 seconds, they are going to lose this match. Oh, 2 down on the side of Frowny Face. They really need to flip the zone. We really need the zone to be blue in order to force a game 5. We'll have to see if it's going to happen, but with strikes coming out on the zone, they are able to flip it back, and maybe, just maybe with the Booyah Bomb, they're able to flip it once more.
No, it might not be it. As 2 are down from the side of Frowny Face, and NFT Roberts ends this game and takes Squid Junction. It is now their winners of this tournament. So kudos to NFT Roberts. They managed to rob the NFT as theirs.
Absolutely. We saw a really, really great fight from the side of Frowny Face. I really loved how they had to fight their way through Loser's Bracket, win it all the way just to get back to NFT Robbers. They managed to take a game off of them, which was really amazing to see. I really liked their team coordination, and overall, I think they just did a really bang-up job. But yeah, the winners of Squid Junction 84 is NFT Robbers.
So congratulations to NFT Roberts. And as you said, obviously, Frowny Face definitely deserves a great round of applause. Obviously coming back from Loser's Bracket and taking a game away from NFT Roberts, especially in that TC match. Oh, that was just incredible. But
for sure.
It's quite unfortunate, they didn't manage to get the tournament win, but nevertheless, they had a great run. So obviously
there's always next week.
Of course. So obviously congrats to Frowny Face as well.
Yeah, congratulations to everybody who played, and also you guys in chat, you filthy gamblers with your little channel points.
Yeah,
Hope you enjoy your channel point payout.
I won my channel points.
I'm very happy for you.
Exactly.
So,
oh my goodness, I won. Look at this. I won 3,646 Twitch points. Oh yeah, yeah.
And this is why you never stop gambling.
Exactly.
But my opinions do not reflect on Dapple Productions.
Exactly. That's a fair warning.
So,
okay.
Anyways, Boho, where can we find you?
Oh, well, the lovely people of the stream can find me on Twitter if you're still using that platform. But, to the majority who, switched to Blue Sky, you can find me, with the same name as well. Just, type in Fallhole and you'll see my lovely profile right there. So if you're feeling, generous to follow me, click that follow button. So that way you can, keep an update on me. And, where can the lovely people of the stream can find you, No.
Hello, my name is Nell. You can find me on Blue Sky at Nellfire with a 1, so NELLF1RE, or Twitter at Nellfire, NELLF1RE. I'm really cool and epic. Anyways, thank you so much to everybody at Dapple Productions. I hope that everybody has a fantastic day. Stay warm if it's very cold where you are, and we'll see you again next week for Squid Junction. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.